Welcome back to Recipes for Disaster. Again, it's been a heck of a day with some technical side on our part this time. I just want to say that hopefully it'll be going smoother next time. We're getting all those kinks wrinkled out, or
kinks
hammered
out, or hammered out, depending on which kinks you're talking about.
I left those kinks at home.
Good. It's best that those chained kinks are left at home.
Oh, not all of them.
Want to thank you real quick. We're going to start off the night with just announcements. Does anyone have any announcements they want to make to start with? Anyone? Opening it up to the table. Anyone?
Yealer?
Going. Okay, so I want to thank everyone for sharing and for putting their information out on social media.
Oh wait, I do have
about
an
the
announcement.
events.
We have the House of Harrison Presents YouTube channel.
Oh right.
Now that is going to be having exclusive content brought to it. So if y'all are interested in that, go ahead and check out. Give a like, comment, and subscribe on any videos that show up there. Yeah, House of Harrison Presents on YouTube.
That being said, we will tie that to our what's it called?
Bio.
It'll be out on our website. It's going to be in the description of this video as well. We will be launching a way to become a premier member eventually, so just keep your eyes open on for that. We'll announce it next time.
That's money.
It does involve money. Thank you there.
Don't
Kwei-Cee.
tell them that.
Appreciate that. So without any further ado, I want to thank you for attending tonight, for showing up to Recipe for Disaster. Last week, we had an epic fight that started out innocently enough with the dragon trying to breathe fire down on the guards and a group of people trying to breach the mystical mansion that the players had holed up for the night in, and that they'd purchased at the dragon scale. The dragon scale.
Fire on people is so innocent.
Yeah, it was. He was innocently breathing fire on people. It was only killing like a servant. I mean, come on, really?
No.
And that's fine, but he did it without permission first. And that's why I'm upset.
He did do it without permission.
No, Xenia died.
Oh yeah, no, that was
well. She died
true.
too.
She died after the battle had started. Loss of one of their newest members of the group, Xenia Spellbinder, and
I thought Harry was her
after a few rounds of epic battle, the tide seemed to be shifting, along with Sifa shifting into Valaco. One of the assailants had turned into Sifa and shrank the mansion on them. So tonight we're actually going to start off with a little bit of a change. We're only going to have 2 people in the room to start with, and then the other 2 will come back, and those first 2 will leave. So we're actually going to start with Kwei-Cee and Michael, and we're going to take care of the outside of the reduced sized mansion to start with, and then we'll jump back and cut back to what was happening inside throughout this.
That means I leave.
Yeah, that means
That
we
means
leave.
you two can
I'll just
step out.
see my way
We
out.
just got here, now it's time to go.
Hey.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Dippin.
Okay, so when last we left Jason and Pharos, you guys had managed to not get sucked into the mansion as it shrank. At the same point, you see Sifa standing there holding the mansion, looking at you. She quickly slides the mansion into her pocket, or her pouch, that is dangling innocently from her belt.
So, Sifa, I've got a question for you.
I have an answer. Let's see if they match.
Okay. So, when Van Halen broke up, did you choose to side with Eddie Van Halen or David Lee Roth?
Wow. I'm
Claire!
more of an... So
Always
you're
shoot
going to
first.
try to shoot.
Jason always shoots first.
Always shoots first. Okay, so at this point, I need you to roll your agility, and then we'll do initiatives.
Okay.
Can I borrow your pencil?
Yeah. Agility or just
Your agility or your attack, basically. Agility or marksmanship,
Oh, okay.
whichever is higher.
17.
What bullets were you using?
Oh, cold iron.
Oh, it's still the cold wrought iron.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty. I'm very close to that. Thank you. Hey, it's all good. It should go through her.
Yeah.
Should. I hope you don't miss.
Oh, you know what?
That was a... No, you're good. That was a...
Okay.
What was it?
What did you roll?
17.
Oh, yeah.
17.
You're not doing
And what is your marksmanship?
11.
11. Well, so since you're basically beside him, there's no real chance of him hitting you. 2 column modifier. What is your total damage on that? So that was the 5 of the pistol, I believe, plus 3 for the ammo.
The ammunition. Let's see.
Was it plus 2 or plus 3? I think it may have been plus
2
Yeah.
increased damage to mystical beings.
All right.
Okay.
Fairy shot.
Yep.
It's like Snake Shot, except for those damn pixies.
Yeah.
So it was 2 plus the... So
Yes.
the boost was 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're looking at a 7 versus your total physical of 8.
Thank you for letting us know that. That puts my heart at ease.
Yeah.
Total physical of 8. That means we're not necessarily going to die right now.
You know what? Hey, I never believe we're gonna die. Except when I do.
So... Actually, I'm wrong.
And her reflex reaction to get any damage is just to spray water everywhere.
She does have reflex reaction. So.
Which is spray
Thank
water
you for
everywhere.
reminding me, by
Yeah,
the way.
you're welcome.
Of the reflex reaction.
I rolled her character.
You know.
Oh.
You didn't, but that's okay.
Oh.
Well, that's right. I just named her.
Yeah, no. This one you didn't name. You named the guards that we haven't found out the name for yet.
Trickster wizard.
Oh yes, yeah. That's not her.
Oh, good.
That's not her.
Good.
So I shot
it's
the
1, 2.
the person impersonating Sifa. I think. Oh,
Okay.
I might have shot Sifa. I don't really care actually.
Full size.
Yeah, yes, full size Sifa at this point. So good news.
Uh huh.
It hit her, and it
Okay.
seems to do damage. As the bullet hits, you know, your first shot, it hits right in the chest. You see a slight ripple of light blue energy.
Uh huh.
As the bullet hits, it seems to puncture through that. You see blood spurt,
Okay.
and she's like,
Second shot.
"Good one." It's initiative. You get 1 on
Oh,
a surprise.
Okay.
So now it's base initiative. So 1d10 add it to your base.
25 for Faros.
Okay. So Faros is a 25.
I'm at 28.
Jason is at a 28. Okay. So right after your shooter, she shifts into a completely different form.
Okay.
She shrinks about almost a foot. So Sifo's about 5'6"-ish in her full form. She's about just under 5 feet. And between 4'8" and 5 feet, somewhere in that range. Her skin becomes milky white. Her ears are still slightly pointed. Her hair shifts to a brown color. Her eyes are hazel. About the only thing that even her build changes. So even she's now more of a slight build, whereas Sifa's more of a busty and curvaceous lady. She sort of sits there for a couple seconds. You see the blue energy pulsing across her body. You recognize it as light force because you've run into it before.
Okay.
As
Light
it,
Force is blue now.
yes, light force has always been blue.
But I thought all those bubbles were white and bright. Or was that just Jonathan's bubble?
That was Jonathan's bubbles. So the energy pulses across, and you see that wound heal as the bullet falls out.
Uh huh.
And she looks up and goes, "That was not nice.
Wow, regeneration.
nice.
That's great.
That wasn't nice at all. I don't want to fight you."
Okay. So, you're not Sifa.
I
and
never
you're
said I
taking
was.
Sifa.
I never said I was Sifa.
You've got Sifa's mansion.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I don't see how we can avoid fighting. How about you make a proposal? Do you have a solution?
I do. I asked for what I thought was fair.
All our stuff. Well, I didn't say that. Faros is still quiet, by the way.
I
Yeah.
was just hoping to.
Bam!
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
We're gonna see how many times we can rinse and repeat this.
You're not going to be able to shoot her before she does something.
Okay, that's fine.
Just thought I'd let you know. I was just hoping to get Sifa's spell book because I need it. Is what she says.
Do you need it permanently?
Your
Do you need
barrel
it-
is pointed towards her,
do you
and she's
need it-
like, "I wouldn't do that. It's not going to hit me this time."
Okay. Do you need it permanently? Do you want to borrow it, or
If she'd let me thumb through it, I'd be happy.
okay? At this point,
But you and I both know Sifa,
at this point,
obviously, and she won't let me do that.
At this point, I'm trying to discern whether or not she's bullshitting me on the willing to borrow the thumb through the spell book.
Okay, roll.
Oh, well, hey, I'm clueless.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, no, she, as far as you can tell, is 100%.
So
100% honest about just wanting to thumb through it.
let me ask you this: can you access the book without extracting Sifra from the mansion?
No.
Because
And just as a measure of good faith, as she reaches into the pouch, which, by the way, she's still wearing that pouch. Everything else shifted into different clothes except that belt and pouch stayed the same.
right.
She pulls it out, and just to be, measure of good faith, I'm willing to give this back once this has all been determined.
What's she wearing now?
So she's now wearing, looks like what I would consider standard medieval adventuring gear. She's not wearing leather armor, but she's wearing just sort of like a thick cloth shirt, a jacket over top of that, a cloak, some rugged-looking pants, and leather boots that go up to about her knees. But most of the clothes are like dangling off of her because she's so slightly built.
Wow, that stinks. You need to really get her gear on point. Yeah. She's already killed some. Like, her party's already done a lot of damage. Killed a lot of what was precious to me, really. Yeah, that's not nice. Also, Faro's not saying anything.
Okay, so you're still not saying
Faros
anything.
is still predator effect.
Okay.
And yeah, we've already rolled initiative. I'm just
Yep.
waiting.
Okay.
I'm right in front of her too.
So John,
So she
while
does this
she's-
real
she-
quick.
She's making her spiel.
Yeah.
I'm tapping my forehead.
Think.
Just like as if I am thinking. Well, I am thinking, but I'm also thumbing through all the visions in the visor that I'm wearing. To see if I detect any like invisible or otherwise hidden beings.
Roll.
I'm so glad Jason is here.
Why? Because I'm paranoid?
Yes.
17.
He's gonna keep us both safe.
Aside from Pharos,
Uh-huh.
you don't seem to notice anybody else. You're scanning through. You still haven't fully sussed out what effects magic is having on your armor, so as far as you can tell, it's working. Every time you change, you get a weird little static in your vision, just momentarily.
That's because I'm holding a magic sword.
But
and it protects you.
you're like, so aside from that little bit of static, you don't seem to notice anything.
Okay.
There's no after images or anything. It's just like literally you're getting like white noise temporarily play across your visor as you're switching through them.
So, we're kind of at an impasse. I mean, we can have a go at each other. You'd rather not do that. I don't
You're
mind,
right.
actually.
You're right. I don't want to have to kill you.
Right.
No one's
You know
paying
what?
me to kill you, so why should I kill you?
Yeah.
Or your friend, and she motions towards where Pharos is sort of half blending there in the corner.
Uh-huh.
Or not in the corner, but over there on the side. I don't want to have to do that
Uh-huh.
because I'm not getting paid to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't want my friends to jump in and have to kill you with me.
Your friends are in the mansion with everybody else.
Sure, think that if you want, but
Yeah.
not all of them are.
You know what? Hey, let me just sort of further this thought experiment.
From what I can tell, you seem to be the leader of your group, and I'm the leader of mine. So, leader to leader, let's talk.
All right, so, you pretty much ashed that cute redhead whose sword I'm carrying right now.
Yeah, that was not planned. Xenia Spellbinder was not one of our targets. She just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sorry.
So,
Yeah, you know, it's.
So
I'm sure you understand, you know, how things go. You know, sometimes when dragons get angry, they just go crazy, and Eben is sort of like that. Eben just sort of, you know, he was supposed to cause a distraction, and yeah, it's just the way he is.
So, you know, you said you're not being paid to you weren't being paid to kill Xenia. So you're being paid to extract the spell book?
Yes and no. We're being paid to get your friend that's traveling with you that makes those crystals. I believe you guys call him Harry. We're getting paid for him.
I see.
To take him from you.
Human trafficking.
Xenia's spellbook is... I mean, not Xenia's spellbook, sorry. I'm just so flustered. Sifa's spellbook is what I'd be willing to exchange for the mansion. What is your roll?
It was a 8.
Okay. Just checking. Okay.
I mean, I'm just waiting to swing that sword again.
Right.
I'm getting all these low rolls out so I can get a high roll,
Right.
and then just
I mean,
take
if
the
you
mansion.
wish, we can go back to attacking, and I'll just stop anything you
Out of curiosity,
have
how much
coming
are you
at
being
me.
paid?
For Harry?
Yeah.
Quite a bit, actually.
I can deal with numbers. I've got an education. How much is quite a bit?
It's not money.
It's not money?
No.
Oh, is it favors?
No.
Is it sex?
No.
I mean, I can
no,
show you a rocket
no,
good
no.
time.
It's. I'm getting a kingdom out of it.
A kingdom.
Yeah.
Out of this realm?
No, not from this room. No,
Oh,
not here.
This is
Not
an
here.
extra planar job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. Out of curiosity, why Harry? I mean, he's a coward.
I don't ask.
He's totally useless.
I don't ask.
I mean-
we were hired.
His breath stinks and he eats too much.
We were hired on a multi-tier contract, and the first part of that was to abduct this individual. Whether
Is
we
the second
whether
tier-
we abduct him from you, or we find him walking down the street, knock him on the back of the head, it's all the same.
Is the second tier killing one of us?
Oh no,
Uh-huh.
I wasn't paid to kill any of you. That's why Xenia was a unfortunate happenstance. And none of us have been paid to kill any of you. No, the second thing was we're supposed to have him escort us to the Gold City.
You mean here?
No, here.
I mean,
The Gold City.
God damn it!
You guys
I
are on
hate
the way
this
there.
plane.
You guys are on the way there. We were on the way there. I just figured it'd be easier for us to grab him and run. I mean, we could have waited till you're there closer, but it just probably wouldn't have been as nice of a abduction then. More force would have to have been used.
I see. So, if we allowed you to take Harry, and you return the spell book after thumbing through it, you return the mansion also, and all its contents?
Oh yeah, no. I have nothing. I don't want anything to do with any of your possessions other than Sifa's spellbook and Harry. Those are the two things we need.
Can't tell that, or I can't ignore that people weren't part of that conversation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, the people are... Well, okay. There are some people that are already dead.
Again, unfortunate.
You know what?
That is unfortunate.
You seem to know about this mansion and how to control it, having wrested the mansion's control from Sifa.
Yeah,
and
it's
shrinking
simple
it.
magic.
So, do the people that come with the mansion repopulate? Or are they dead?
It depends
On
who.
who?
Yes.
Like,
Xenia not included.
So guests of the mansion, not usually. The guards are elves, so their souls are bound to the mansion. So their physical bodies get destroyed, they come back. The servants themselves, they're mystical elementals, so they just get knocked down for a little bit and then rest up, and then they're back usually.
All right. So
They just lose their ability to take a physical form for a little bit.
So let me ask you
And then the
this.
magic of the mansion allows
you-
the elves, the guards, to come back.
Can you restore Xenia?
If she's dead, I can't. I wish I could. I can talk to... I could talk to my people and see if any of them would be able to. I mean, if any of them could, it would probably be... it probably would be Malanga. She might be able to, but... I mean, she's the one that taught me how to use this, and you see the light force crackle from hand to hand again and fade into invisibility.
All right. Yeah, Faros has lost patience and is
So
going to
you're-
act like right now.
Okay, so as you go into attack,
Yeah.
roll another perception roll.
Okay. This is a 10.
Okay. This time, as you go into attack, you mystically hear something, and it's more like because of how your mind works.
Yeah.
It's more like you're remembering the voice as
Okay.
opposed to hearing the voice, even though you know you're hearing it because you've never heard the voice before.
Okay.
And so as you start to move, you hear, "That's not a good idea. Fire and water should never mix."
Yeah. And so, I mean...
And
Good.
it's coming from
Yeah.
around and behind you at the same time. And it's not her voice.
Okay. Yeah. And so, how far am I from Jason?
10 feet.
Oh, he's 10 feet back. Good. I fought water with fire before. And I was actually going to do just that. An amorphous fiery blast.
Okay.
Her upper half. We don't need to burn the house down.
Okay, so... What is your charm?
Okay, well, my charm is 5. This couldn't be Nimbus.
Nope, it's charm. It's to hit you mystically.
Interesting. I haven't even attacked yet.
I know, they both had a 31.
Oh, I see.
All she's going to do is thwart Jason, and this other one is going to
No.
hurt you as soon as you start to move. So
Well, I wasn't really going to move from the spot.
yeah,
but
no,
okay.
I mean as soon as you start to do something.
I see.
So as soon as the fiery blast starts to form,
Hey, look, I just died. That's great.
1,
Equipped with a full Toys R Us Super Soaker. How?
What
kind of
is
you.
your what is your total mystical?
10?
10. It's gonna help you. You have a weakness to water, I'm assuming.
That is a deadly susceptibility.
Okay, but you don't have an attack susceptibility.
No.
It'll just kill you if you get touched, right?
Well, if it overdoes whatever. If the amount of water overwhelms the amount of fire.
Okay,
Then yes.
so as your flames start to go, you see water mystically appear right around your fiery blast as you fire it off. So literally, as it's leaving, as the little bit is leaving you that you're firing off, however much your rank
Yeah.
is that you're firing off, water forms right around it and just extinguishes it.
We're not even gonna roll.
That was the effect. So
Just extinguishes however much fire.
yeah,
Right.
so you've got a 10, 11
What?
fiery blast.
It's at a rank 9.
Okay, so it would have extinguished up to 12. For you not to be the one flying there, then
I
you
don't
would shoot like
even-
up to 8 away.
Oh, I see.
See what I
You're
mean?
talking distance.
Yeah. So not even distance, but rank. So you have a 9 rank, and you are your amorphous fiery blast.
Yeah.
So for you to stay here and shoot something out, you keep 1 point here, and you shoot out the rest.
Okay.
So 8 of your points got neutralized by water mystically.
Okay. I don't
Was
even
the
get a roll
effect.
of 100. Like 10.
You could try to hit, but the water is going to extinguish it as soon as the fire separates from your body.
No matter what.
Because
Wow, this is the rank
they were
25
holding,
effect, I see.
They were holding their attack.
I hold
to
it?
do this. So when you're
I
faster
see.
in initiative, you can hold
Great.
your attack and have a similar
Great. Yeah.
effect.
So I just lost my action. That's awesome.
Yeah. Sorry.
Cool.
And you hear again, I don't recommend it.
You're right. I won't use fire. I'll use the sword next time. It's great.
You say that out loud?
No. Faust
Okay.
hasn't said anything this whole time.
I'm just asking,
I could be Xenia for who anyone knows.
right?
Except, somebody said you're fire, even though they haven't seen me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can feel you.
Oh. That's cute.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
You still have an
Malanga
action.
taught you how to do that effect.
Yes, Malanga.
Malanga.
Yeah,
Never heard of her.
She's of the light force.
Is she now?
So she taught me how to use it.
And you're just a mercenary that just keeps on, that just does stuff for a kingdom.
We're all mercenaries,
Uh-huh.
and we've all been hired based on our own separate prices.
Hey, Jonathan.
That was Jonathan's not gonna answer.
High or low?
Hi.
No response.
Oh,
You
too
can just
bad.
call to Jonathan whatever you want. It's great.
Well,
There's a chance. There's always a chance once Jonathan has met you. That he might just randomly show up.
Oh well.
Just really depends on
It's
where
like
you're
he's
at.
listening and he's interested. It's great.
Yeah, or if he can hear you, there's the whole, he might not be able to hear you, but with a light force person here, there's a really good chance.
Yeah.
Since he helped create it and all.
That's curious.
So, let's see. We're pretty much at a stalemate. So, assuming we don't agree to do something, we attack, you counter, I don't know. You never actually proposed borrowing Sifa's book. You said you take Sifa's book, and
You're right, and I agree that if I can just thumb through it and find the spell that I need, that I would be more than happy to back
Return
down
the book.
and return the book and return this, and even I'd be willing even to discuss terms of borrowing your friend Harry, as opposed to just abducting him and absconding with him.
you know what? All right. So, let's talk. Okay. I sit down, idiot style.
Okay, she does the same.
All right. So.
Hold on. You got him? Okay. You heard no response. You get to roll perception roll.
Great. 9.
You feel a disturbance in the magic, but that's about all you get.
Disturbance in the force.
You're like, okay, something's going on, but you can't really
Awesome.
pinpoint from where.
All right. So, borrowing Harry. You want to take him to the Gold City. You need him to do something.
We just.
Is this gonna get like the jester pissed off at anybody?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know who the jester is.
He's
I know he's the leader or the king, but that's about all I know.
This is his boutique dimension.
Wait, what?
This is his boutique dimension.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I just figured we were in a different part of Seneca than I'd ever been before.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know. This probably won't work, but hey, Jester, can you come over here?
You have to make a joke, and Forrest does say that.
This is
Okay.
oh,
High or low?
It's a high.
The jester does not show up. However, what does happen is you see confetti erupt in between you guys. You and
And Forrest
the
is
lady
clap.
are covered in confetti, and a scroll just pops out of nowhere. And it's not like a small little personal scroll. This thing is like this long, rolled up like that, just whoom, bam, and hits the ground with that noise. It's not in a scroll case. It's paper hitting the ground with that noise.
Yeah, and Forrest is going to bend down and pick it up with his, hand. He's going to cradle the greatsword and open it up and
Okay.
start reading out loud
Okay.
from the top.
From the top, it says,
Oh, and to start out, yeah, a little clear of the throat that does
Okay.
completely unnecessary.
"You've
Yeah.
been cordially invited to come visit the jester anytime you wish at the castle. Please bring this invite. The invitation is only for a limited number of people. That would be 5. You cannot bring more than 5. You cannot bring less than 5. The total number of invitees is 5.
Hey, Jason, if Harry's not there, we're not getting there.
You, me, Sifa, Ivan, Valaco.
No, Sifa or Valaco.
Maybe she counts as 2.
No,
Why not?
they're never there at the same time. Harry.
We could grab somebody else. Doesn't
I'll go
have to be
with.
Harry.
I'd be willing to go with you guys.
Jason, just shoot her.
It won't work. He'll shoot me. The boat will go somewhere else.
He has so many.
Yes, I know. It's how portals work. I think you should understand portals.
You would know.
Yeah.
How much? Were you impressed? Are you impressed?
With the steam? Yes.
No.
Oh,
Doors.
I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
that's too bad.
You know.
Then you don't know
Anyways.
about me and portals.
Anyways, I don't think we actually caught your name. We
Oh.
caught who you were impersonating, but
Nixiati.
Niziati?
Nixiati.
It's a fancy Italian dish from way back when, before your time.
Oh, really? What does it taste like?
Seafood is terrible. Don't try it.
Seafood? Oh,
I don't care much for your friend.
I don't care much for things from the water.
And what makes you assume that I'm from the water? I use lightning and light force.
Great. Or your friend.
Oh, yes, yes.
Anyway, could we get on with it?
She just knows
And-
magic. There's nothing wrong with magic.
And there's so many things wrong with water magic. Don't get me
okay,
started.
so
I'm gonna say, you know what? We can seal this with a shake, and I'm going to try and wild magic a glove onto my hand really quick.
Roll.
It's
So-
13,
you want to borrow Harry?
like a nice silk glove.
You want to borrow Harry,
Pure
take him
white.
to the Gold City, and do
Okay.
what?
So as you wild magic, you're holding the scroll. You go like this. You guys literally hear from the scroll. Et voila! And a glove appears on your
I'm gonna
hand.
chuckle. And I'm gonna reach behind my back. And out comes a humanoid. Well, do I get a chance to perceive if she's a humanoid?
What, the other person?
The person who I can see.
The one that's sitting
Yeah.
right there? Yeah, she's humanoid.
Yeah.
Oh, good. She's not looking like Sifa anymore.
No, she looks like
All right, yeah.
herself.
And I'm going to just bring out, if it's the smallest possible one, if Gilbert had any slightly smaller ice figures of humanoid, that's the one I'll grab at. And I'll just keep it in like the palm of my hand. We're gonna do just like we're gonna go and shake on it, as far as that goes. And yeah, Because you can hide things pretty easy in the palm of your hand.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
You can. You can. Hire low to see if he's got anything like that.
It's a high.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
you
that's
found
the one
one
that's going to be sitting right there in the glove.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, it's tradition for me, odd enough, to quote very popular songs when making a deal. Just so you're not confused. And I mean, I think we can all agree that we need to agree to lay down arms and just shake on it and be friends about this. I'm just going to.
And we're getting Harry back.
And I'm going to drop.
you're done.
I'm going to
yeah,
drop the greatsword on the ground and put down the scroll
Okay. So you
And-
just drop the greatsword, or are you gonna put it point first?
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shunk.
And then I'm going to walk up to her and say, "Will you be my friend?"
Sure.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. And I'm just going to reach out and the moment before we touch, I'll just say, "You know songs, right? Say something for yours."
I don't really know songs.
You don't know songs.
Yeah, no.
That's so
Sorry.
sad.
I'm
Jason.
a dancer. I'm not a singer.
Help her out. Just a couple song lyrics for her to say. Let it be good too. This has to be a lasting friendship, like 100-year friendship.
So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, good night.
That I've never heard that before. That sounds nice.
But that doesn't make sense in this. That'd
Neither
be
does the one
like
that I'm saying,
leaving.
though.
So
I don't-
I mean, do you have one for friendships or?
Hello.
Hello, is there anybody in there?
You got a friend in me.
Okay. Okay. So, hello. Is there anybody in there?
And right before I touch her, I'm going to say, "Ice, ice, baby," and I'm going to grasp her hand and
Roll to cast your spell.
it's a 9.
What is the casting rank? And your thaumaturgy is 11, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any
The
clue what's going on.
harmonious.
You could try. You could certainly try to figure something out, but it
This
seems
is-
bizarre. You've never heard him say these weird things.
I'm sorry, I said.
Okay, never mind.
I
I'll
said,
just-
"Baby, it's cold
Oh,
outside."
baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice, ice, baby was to make him.
Yeah, that's right.
And casting rank is 5. Effect is flow rank 10.
Okay, so 5. You need a 7 or better to successfully cast the spell.
Okay.
So roll to cast it.
11.
Okay, so 1,
We're gonna die.
6.
You know,
I'm also gonna turn to ice,
Uh-huh.
but it's gonna be worth it because Xenia died.
Okay, now roll to.
Wow, you really
effect.
liked that redhead, didn't you?
Yeah, she was such a good friend.
We knew her for 2
12.
days. Uh-huh.
I've known her for a long time.
Oh,
I can tell.
Okay.
A past life, maybe.
Yeah, so you, right. By the way, I had rolled to see if either of them had caught on to what you were trying to
I
do.
tried to give them so many chances, John.
and neither of them rolled high enough to be able to decipher
I
the
want
spell
to
that you were
be
casting.
such good friends for so long.
So,
So what do I see?
so what you
Poolside-
see
you
is
see a poolside ornament.
hold on. So what you see is this: you see Pharaoh's become solid, wearing the glove. They go to shake hands. He says his "baby, it's cold outside." As they touch hands,
Uh-huh.
she instantly freezes in place
Uh-huh.
and quits moving.
You're not supposed to do that.
Like liquid nitrogen frozen?
Yeah, that's the best way
Oh
to
wait,
describe it.
he saw
Well,
what happened.
He wasn't close enough to see what happened before.
To
Now
the
I need a
headhunter.
high or low from Pharaoh's.
But it's in my right hand.
I know.
High.
Okay. You get cold.
Sweet. And I'm gonna back away because I'm touching ice now.
You get really cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
The
It's cold.
glove turns to ice
I'm gonna take it off.
as you slide your hand out.
Yeah.
You hear from the scroll, that wasn't nice, but it was cool. Extra points for imagination.
Thank you so much.
You hear that. From
I
the
want it to
scroll
be
too.
funny though. But
Well,
I have
not
to,
everyone's a comedian.
Yeah, it's not really my thing.
Oh my god. Is this gonna be how it goes tonight?
It has to. Jason, just do something funny.
You know what?
So, the other thing is she is still holding. She did pull the
And
thing out, and so she has it in her
I'd like
other
to
hand.
grab it, yeah, without
It's
touching the
not
ice.
frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna
She's
grab
frozen.
it, and I'm gonna take it.
Probably not the smartest thing for you to do,
I'll take the greatsword and
Hold
cut it
because
off.
there's another person
Hold on,
still
John.
here.
Oh, we'll wait it. We'll leave it for a minute.
John,
Okay.
Yeah.
the Iceman cometh. Chill out.
Chill out. Oh,
I'm doing the
Oh.
Terminator 2.
You're shooting her?
she was supposed to be a poolside ornament for 100 years.
Oh,
I'm not saying that though. You already did
You
it.
did-
I'm not looking over my shoulder.
I'm
You're
thinking
actually wrong.
Terminator, like the frozen
Chill out.
liquid metal.
All right.
Combination of Mr. Freeze from like that awful
Yeah, and the
Batman
other-
movie, and
It's both Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Hasta la Vista,
The
baby.
other person can't stop it because they used their thing to stop you.
Great.
Okay. Well, okay. Technically, they would have a chance. So let's just try this. Okay. No, they had a chance and they failed their chance. Roll to
Well,
hit.
you know, ornaments break.
Roll to hit. What? Still the cold wrought iron.
Uh-huh.
Great. That's
Okay, I will let you make an intelligence roll before you do this.
it's magic.
Sure. 6.
Okay, so the effect is mystical.
Oh, never
But what you're
mind.
seeing, and so you know that the first thing that bullet would do would
Is destroy the
counteract
spell.
the spell.
You would be such a good friend to her. We
You
shook
know-
on it to be friends. This is what we do.
All right.
Did I just a good? Did I actually good this, or is this bad? Is
So,
the other one in the ethereal?
You know
plane?
what?
Something like that.
Great.
yeah.
You did the one that you said you wouldn't have because it would kill us.
No, I said if George wasn't playing, I'd take him out.
All right.
George
So,
is playing.
so,
George is not a counter.
so I'll change clips to the Mercury clip
Oh, okay.
because the other ones seem to all involve fire and she's frozen. And
And
I don't want
Mercury
to thaw
wouldn't
her.
involve fire.
Huh?
Mercury isn't going to have a problem with when it hits it.
The sabos.
I don't want to melt her.
Well,
I want
the
to shatter her.
the impact of a. Well, then use your martial arts. Punch her.
Yeah, you can just.
You can
Martial
just
punch
karate
her.
chop her head off or something,
Okay.
or Spartan kick her into
You know
the
what?
ground or something,
That's true.
It's up to you.
or
It's
hit her
whatever
with
you
your
want.
You know what?
1911. It's, yeah,
You know what? Yeah. Okay. I will.
poison while frozen. It's a bad touch.
I will do. Let's see. Martial arts strike.
Okay. Roll.
13.
Okay, and I need you to make a will roll just real quick.
2 dice.
Yeah, 2 dice, add them together.
6.
Okay.
A will
Um,
roll.
So you go to punch him or punch her, you see a guy appear right in front of
You're
you.
supposed to be friends.
Like
Oh,
right in front of you.
oh,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
He's like, "Hey, we're friends." And then as you like hit him, you're like, "What the?" And you sort of pull back, and he vanishes again right as your fist hits him.
Uh-huh.
And you still hit the ice.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't quite break the ice,
Uh-huh.
that's funny.
but she does fall over.
Ah.
Do I get a chance?
Hey, reflexive action.
No,
Contagion.
Yeah.
it was a palm heel strike.
Well, he doesn't have to sink his claws in to
Yeah.
use it.
Really?
No.
I mean,
that's
in
scary.
theory, he could just touch you and use his.
Yeah.
Like on the scales.
Yeah.
I was gonna shake her hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You didn't.
He's
you
gonna
get the
shake. You know.
10.
Okay.
Did I
yep.
surprise you
so
too?
so you do poison her.
Oh.
It's a paralysis poison still.
Okay. Yep. So yep, she's paralyzed and paralyzed. And at this
Definitely
point,
paralyzed.
I'd like to, do, if
high
I
or low?
can attempt.
Low.
Go ahead.
okay.
I've been in the ethereal plane. I've been pulled there like twice.
Yeah.
I like to try and will myself to do that. I'll grab the greatsword and
Okay.
do
roll.
this. That is a 12.
Okay, so you grab the great sword and you try to will yourself to the ethereal plane. Nothing seems to happen. You open your eyes, you still see Jason. You look around, there was no shifting. Normally when you've gone, you didn't feel anything, but everything seemed a little different, and you don't have that difference feeling right now.
Gotcha, yeah. And so I'm just going to say, hey, Jason, that wasn't very nice. Friendo, what happened here was an accident. Can I talk to you face to face?
No response. And we're going to pause right there.
Great.
And switch groups. So if you guys could send in Trevor and George for me.
Certainly.
Sure.
I know about how long that took, so I know how long I'm going to have to do the combat inside before you guys have a chance of doing something.
Okay.
And while we're waiting for people to come back in, just thought I'd reiterate that we do have the stream available out on YouTube. We are also going to be putting some unique content out there as well. If you have not gone out there, it is House of Harrison Presents on YouTube. We are also launching a Twitter handle for the show. And we are asking for more artwork. So by all means, if you guys have any art you want to draw or get to us for this stream or for anything else you can think of, please feel free to submit it to my email address directly or to the stream. It's recipesfordisaster@gmail.com or jalbertharrison@gmail.com. That's the letter J, ALBERTHARRISON @gmail.com.
Hey John, where are you at today?
And today we are here at the place that I always get confused because they had two different names. Mindless Imagination was, I believe, their original name, and now they are Endearing Films. And thank you to Chuck and the Endearing Films crew for assisting. We have Chuck and Rafa here tonight. Normally Mario is here as well, but we had to make do without him. His birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday, Mario. And yeah, do appreciate everything that you guys have done and for allowing us to make this a reality. So at this point, we're just waiting for one last person to get on screen before we can continue this combat.
Hey, I'm here.
Please have a seat.
For what? Lunch or dinner?
Yes.
Just have a seat over there, sir.
Hey, just call me sir. I work for a living now.
You call this work.
Hey, not here.
Yes,
I work
I
for
do.
myself.
Okay, so we're going to start the round out with just a real quick recap.
Yeah, please do, because I was reading chat outside. I wasn't listening to what was going on, but I was reading chat. And let me tell you.
Hey!
The fuck did you guys do?
Okay, so to recap what had happened last week, the dragon had breathed fire, killing Xenia Spellbinder, destroying one of the children that is the page, if you will, for the guards to talk to the main house. In the quick combat, Ivan had managed to pin an ethereal lady, a glowing blue lady, to the actual structure of the mansion itself on one of the walls. The captain of the guard came running over. Some of his guards were killed, others just simply vanished. Sifa had run into herself, or somebody looking like Sifa did a little tango with Sifa, swapped places, became duplicates. The two of them fought and struggled, and eventually Sifa gave up and shifted into Valako. As she did, the other Sifa did the same thing, and so the world got to see Valako come out twice, but at the same time, almost in stereo, but for the eyes.
Most vision is stereoscopic.
Yes, but
Hey,
this is more non-stereoscopic and just stereo itself, because it was two separate places right beside each other, making some people thinking they were seeing double.
Hey, we would have seen
As it
double.
was happened.
I thought it was a both.
There was the dragon was breathing flames, and the giant, who isn't quite so big, has been trying to figure out where the people are to attack. And Velako, upon seeing the other Sifa as everything started to shrink, or from your guys' perspective, as she grew out of view, dove for her and missed.
So which one's me?
This one.
I belong here.
Is that where you were? Alright.
Okay.
I didn't remember.
I do.
Okay.
This guy's over here. I'm over here.
No, that one's with you too, because it would have launched at the same time, beside, not in front of. Beside. There you go.
Sure.
Would have launched at the same time, in the same type of motion, at first. So now we're going to start off with. As everything was shifting, and as Sifa got large, as you guys are maybe realizing that you shrank, the sky that was lit by the sun rising suddenly goes black, and upon the blackness that encroaches, all of the torches light up, and there's enough fire to see by clearly, but it's definitely nighttime from what you can tell. There's no stars in the sky, pitch black sky.
Hey, who turned
And
out the
there's
fucking
firelight.
lights?
And on that, we will start by doing initiatives. So,
Character sheets.
Ivan. I thought you had it.
No, I give it back to you.
Okay, do you have your original?
No, I give that to you too.
No, you didn't. Great. One
Hey,
moment.
you lost me now.
So while you guys discuss this, I'll find Ivan.
What were they supposed to
Finding
discuss?
Private Ivan.
Yeah, finding Private Ivan.
Oh,
Talk
no,
amongst
let's
yourselves,
saving
please.
Private Ivan.
Oh, Saving Private Ivan.
Hey!
I see. Well, did you know that
No, I
in addition
didn't.
to Saving Private Ivan, you can check out the House of Harrison Presents YouTube channel for exclusive content coming your way?
And tell you what, while I'm looking for this, let's actually go to a quick break real quick.
Oh.
So we can talk about a couple other things. We will be right back.
Alright, well then.
Welcome back. Sorry for that impromptu break. We decided to go for the whole break this time, just because there were some other issues. You know, one thing I do want to say is pursuing lifelong dreams is challenging and tough, but at the same point, it's very rewarding. So I want to thank everybody here again for bearing with me. Thank you all of you viewers for being good sports about it, and I do want to also thank what? I wasn't going to thank you.
No, just keep going with your speech. Don't forget to thank the Academy.
Yeah, the Academy. I want to thank the Academy.
Kicked him out, though.
Not that Academy. I'm not going to thank that one.
Why not?
They kicked him out.
So welcome back to Recipes for Disaster. And we are just about to get the combat underway. I just asked everyone to come up with initiatives, and we had yet to roll. So let's start
No, we
off.
already rolled.
Well, okay, I'd yet to ask you for what your total initiative
Thank you.
was. And I haven't rolled, so we have yet to roll.
I rolled 0.
The
We
royal
only
we,
roll
Trevor.
one.
Trevor, the royal we have yet to roll.
Oh.
Yeah. Not the inclusive we that you're used to.
I rolled 0s.
Okay.
I roll again.
No. On initiative, it's only 1d10.
So nice.
I told you last week.
Okay, so let's start off with Volako. What is your initiative?
28.
So if I roll a 0, does that mean 0 or does that mean 10?
That means
Ivan,
10.
what's your initiative?
It would be 35 then. Hey, what's with me guns? No, mate.
Okay, so we get to start the initiative round off with Ivan
Hey.
going first.
Well, like I said I was gonna do last week. Hey, run, scream into the air to stab him in the head.
Okay, so you're gonna like
Ah!
jump the 3.5 feet down
Hey,
to land on his head.
blade verse, straight to it.
Okay, so first thing I'll need from you is your agility or marksmanship, whichever's higher.
Hey, where the fucking hell is that?
Alright, do you need me to help you with the numbers?
Hey.
Alright, so this is a 7, but your marksmanship is also a 7. But you have military training of 9, I don't know if that would come in.
No, military training does not help
So
with this.
7 either way.
Okay. So 7 versus 10. Okay, 10 or better to hit. 2d10, add them together.
I rolled 2. 2 ones.
Oh,
Okay, that's a critical failure.
I'm fucked.
Wow, that's an amazing critical failure. Okay, so
Just rub it in a little bit deeper.
so high or low?
Let's go low.
Okay, so you go running full speed, leaping right at where you believe him to be.
And my pants fall off and I die.
No. Unfortunately, your boots do catch though, and you're now dangling from the edge.
Well, that could have gone
Could
better.
you? And you are about from, well, I'd say less than 5 feet away from the guy you were about to attack.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
You're like, boom,
Hey! Fuck.
take a point of
Peace!
damage to your pride.
2 points of damage to the pride. And,
I'm a Scotsman. I have no
okay,
pride.
so that was 35. 34.
There goes all our Scottish viewers.
Yeah, right? Okay, so she struggles and fails. Okay. The captain. Close the captain up to he goes 5 feet or 5 movement of 5, so 30 feet.
Hey!
Okay.
Get me the fucking hell
That
out of
puts
here.
him within range. He goes running up. Looks like he's about to attack the giant man in front of him.
Don't you fucking dare.
You see electricity arcing all over his
This is
his
gonna
axe
suck.
as he spins it above his head and locks it into place, planting against his foot as if he's preparing for a charge.
Don't you fucking dare. Oh, you rotten bastard! You're going to. At least I'm not
No,
one
if you don't give him ideas.
Oh no, I already know what he's going for.
But if you don't give him ideas,
I
And a
didn't need you.
bolt of lightning fires off and arcs literally between the giant and the dragon. Just missing both of them perfectly. Sort of separated him. He looks up and yells, "No! No!" So that was 34. 29. At that point, all 4 of those guards throw themselves at the dragon.
physically,
Literally, they jump off all up to where the dragon is. So, I mean, I wish I could put them up on a...
they're up there in
but
spirit
They're up on there in soul, you might say.
and psyche.
In
And health?
In health-ish. Health-ish.
Well, they don't have much.
Yeah, right? 7 versus 11. 8 or better. 15. 2 columns. 11 longswords. 6 versus... Okay, so each of them, they throw themselves at him, and each one slides the sword into the dragon in different spots. Don't know how well it affects him, but we'll see.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, kids, do not try this at home.
Try it at home. It's more fun.
2 times 4 is 8. 8 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's half his health.
That's a lot of damage.
He is not dazed. So literally, all 4 soldiers jump up, slide, shove their swords in all the way to the hilt, in 4 different spots on the dragon's main body itself. The dragon sort of falters a little bit, righting itself, sort of looks down at them. He seems very upset.
Oh, you think?
They didn't.
Um,
That's fine.
that was 29. 28.
Yep, my turn.
Valaco.
So, what's this fuck doing?
I don't know, what are you doing?
I don't know, I'm looking at this fucker.
I don't know, he's looking at you.
Uh,
You're looking at yourself.
I'm also looking at everybody else.
Yeah, well, yes.
That tiger was very much definitely dead, right?
Yeah, the tiger ain't moving.
Okay.
Meow.
It got cleaved in half and then fell apart.
That poor tiger. I miss
Literally,
him so much.
literally, it fell apart.
Well, there's a lot of stuff over there going on. I guess I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
fight myself.
Okay, so you're gonna attack yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, would that be considered masturbation?
Masochism?
Self-flagellation.
Masochism. Not really masturbation, but masochism definitely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my webbing to
Quibbing.
my
What is
webbing
quibbing?
to
Okay.
attach to this guard wall as well as to him
Okay.
as my first attack.
Okay. So, what is your agility?
My agility is an 8.
10 or better.
That is a 19.
Wow. That is a 14.
Go-go spirits of power.
Okay. 2 column modifiers. What is the strength of your webbing
My webbing is an 8.
and your total physical?
15.
Sorry, your strength.
7.
Right arm or left arm?
Which right arm and which left arm? I have 8 arms total.
No shake.
Well, I have 6 arms
Okay.
and 2 legs.
Hey, get back to game.
So you get attracted toward that wall. You move a distance of 4.
Does he also move?
Yes. What's
Cool.
a distance of 4? I believe that's
20
20
feet.
20 feet. Sorry, I don't have my my screen here tonight, so I'm
Does he go
I'm
all the
at
way?
I got
odds.
hungry.
He goes 30 feet.
Yeah, that's all the way.
Yep.
Yeah, as that's happening, though, I'm also going to, now that he's nice and hitting that wall,
Yeah.
I'm also going to run my fucking hand through his chest.
And he's, of course, going to try to do the same thing as you're both passing, as you're both getting launched in that direction.
Well, I'm timing this so that as he impacts, sorry. As he impacts, I'm going to run my hand into his chest.
Oh, don't you mean your
I'll move the additional 5 feet
Okay,
necessary
so
to do that.
move the additional 5 feet. And as you're doing it, he's going to basically try to use your movement to run his hand into your
I'm still
chest.
going with the shock of impact, throwing him off. That's a 9 to hit.
It's a 9. You both miss.
got another attack.
Literally, as you're both going in, somehow your hands hit each other and sort of deflect off from actually hitting
Fist bump!
each other's body.
It's fine, I got another attack.
Okay.
We're gonna lash out with that. With one of my legs.
Okay.
And do it. Follow up. 9?
Okay, so you miss. You need that 10 to hit. 16. 2 columns. What is the strength of your extra limbs? Prehensile limbs? Whatever.
9.
What is your total physical?
Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. The animalistic weaponry is a 9, the prehensile limb is a 7.
Okay, so 9. And what is your total physical?
15.
Okay. So yours hits just beside your head. The other one actually hits your neck. His hits your neck. Hits and doesn't do any damage, but literally sticks into your neck right there. It sort of caught in your
Oh, good,
chitinous
we're
armor,
stuck?
you might say.
question? Do spiders have necks?
Yes.
Yes, spiders have legs.
No, he said necks.
Yes.
This
Yes,
one
Lillans
does.
have necks.
I'm not a regular
Yeah,
spider.
he's not a regular spider.
I'm a,
He's a spider guy.
I'm a humanoid
Spider boy!
spider.
A humanoid arachnid.
No, yeah.
Spider
I've got...
teenager?
No, I'm...
I'm confused.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, shut up.
That means it's working.
Any other attacks?
I only have 3.
Okay.
So, no.
Oh, now he's playing with spinnerets in public.
Instant action.
I'm not actually spinnerets.
It shifts. He shifts from looking like you to looking like the dragon.
Oh, that's fine.
Just letting you know.
That's fine.
It's gonna suck.
Literally, you see the spidery form that you're used to looking at with your...
I'm not used to looking at it.
Well, yeah. I mean, the others are used to seeing when it comes to Velocco. Your face shifts, elongates, changes. The teeth come out. The scales turn a blackish purple. Actually, it's more black when the light catches it. You see little purpley effects in the scales itself. The eyes literally go to a moon white and glowing.
I hate the moon.
And it gets bigger than you are.
How much bigger?
The dragon
Wait,
is...
how much bigger?
It's 9'6".
Bigger.
Alright, then I'll enlarge.
How big are you? Okay.
I still have my instant. I'll
Yep.
go ahead and enlarge. I'll use all 3 ranks, so that'll put me at
15
15 feet.
And Velocco gets large.
Hey, he get
Okay,
bigger.
so that
I
is
hate
35,
the moon.
34, 30, 29, 28, 27.
Fuck you, moon.
Just had to figure out where it was. It was 27, 26, and it's the dragon's turn.
Oh, it's such a pretty dragon.
Dragon, first screams in pain. So you hear the deep roar as the dragon looks down at the elves stuck on its chest. You see the white spots on his scales move. flee from the wings down onto the scales itself.
You guys are fucked!
Does
as
this
it
one also
releases.
get white stuff?
Yes.
He just used all his turn. Bullshit.
As you see him go down,
Like
and
you told me, don't give him no fucking ideas.
I'm just asking.
it fires. 18. Ow. 12 versus total physical. 7, 9. Okay, these pinpoints of light shoot through each of the elves' armor. Literally, you see it start on the front of it and come out each of the elves' backs as it goes from a small pinpoint to a wider light, about the size of a softball by the time it's done, and each of the 4 elves just drop.
And now they're more holy and righteous.
And they're all dead.
They're wholly fucked.
Yeah. They are holy. They're not even just partially. And the captain of the guard yells, "No!" as that happens. Meanwhile, Trevor, agility, like you're
Am
down.
I
Never mind.
what?
You're stuck. You're
No,
stuck
I'm
to
not.
him. Yeah.
Ow,
Its wing is still sticking in you.
that's cute.
Yeah.
I can
It's got claws on
detach
the end of
that.
its wing, so it's still stuck there.
I can detach
I
that.
know.
I have adherence. He doesn't.
Hey, you're
I'm
sure about that?
assuming.
Yeah, not anymore. I need a 3 or better to hit you.
Are you sure I don't have the option to dodge and get that off my neck?
Positive, because that'd be your turn. It'd be like one of your attacks to get it off.
That's retarded. I mean,
so what is your
David?
total physical?
15. No, currently it is 18.
18. So good news, it doesn't do anything to you.
Yeah, cool.
The laser hits you, and it does slowly start smoldering.
I was David
But that's
Bowie
it.
before. We're
But there was
good.
like a lot of little dots now that are like burning into your exoskeleton.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, right.
And last time
in
it
fact,
was-
It wouldn't be the
it was-
last time.
Last time it was much
Eventually,
cooler.
it's
I was covered in diamonds.
Yeah, right. But not this time. Okay.
It's burning into his carapace.
New initiative turn. So we could start off with. Oh wait, I missed
dead
one
guy.
person.
Oh,
I missed one person.
Hey, she's still stuck though.
Sorry about that.
who'd you
The
miss?
giant.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I thought he was still trying to make amends with whatever new life he's stuck with.
No.
Hey, just remember, I'm not a fucking pinata.
I don't know. You're dangling there.
Ah,
by your
shit the
boots.
fuck
There
yeah.
he is. Yeah, he's the one covered in ice armor.
You know, if you didn't wear your boots,
What's
out
your,
in the battle,
uh,
this wouldn't have happened.
What's your agility normally? 7?
My agility.
Top left.
It's 7.
Okay, so normally he would need an 8 or better to hit you, but since you're
A fucking pinata.
a pinata at this point, a 6 or better is what he needs.
Ah, you suck.
A 6, he hits. Total
Oy.
physical. It should say T-Fizz on your character sheet.
Below the agility, strength, and health.
That'd be a 40.
What?
40.
I don't think it's 4D.
40.
No.
Okay, let me see it.
It's a 40.
Shouldn't be a 40.
That's what you put down.
Yeah, let me see it.
It's a
Yep.
7.
Oh, it's a 7?
It's the same as his health.
N-
Unless he has something else to bump that up, it should be a 7.
he does have other things. It's a 10. I don't know why that says 40. Oh, I tried changing it from
I told you it said 40.
a 7 to a 10. There. Total physical of 10. And
See, I'm not fucking. Well, maybe I am, but still.
Easy?
Hey, shut up.
so you're there.
I
He
was
just
finishing your
he
sentence
turns,
for you.
sees you, right there. Goes like this. You
Fuck.
see bear claws extend as he goes to rake you.
Oh man, I can't wait to get those bare hands with my bare
Hey,
hands.
And he needs a. Oh yeah, that's right. He already hit exactly with a 6. Your total physical is a 10. Does 0 points of damage as it scrapes across the chest of your armor, just barely.
he's not wearing his armor.
Oh, right. Just scrapes across your chest.
7.
Then your total physical was 7 and not 10 because you're not wearing your armor. Sorry.
Remember, he dove headlong out
Okay.
the window.
Take it back. You take 2 points of health as the bear claws rake through your skin of your chest.
Hey, chicks did scars!
Okay.
And my boss finally dropped.
And now it's new initiative turn with Ivan starting us off.
And he's cussing up the storm.
Yep.
So, he does a sit-up, breaks away his boots, and lands on the floor.
Okay. And drops. Make an agility check to see if you
Get hurt.
get hurt from
Dismounted.
hitting the ground hard.
Uh, 20.
What?
You rolled 2
You
tens.
rolled a 20?
No. I rolled 8 and...
You don't add it to your.
Oh, now he tells me.
So 2d10, add them together, and what'd you roll?
10.
Okay, and your agility is a 7, right?
Hey.
Okay. So yeah, you successfully land in the 3-point landing that most people are familiar with as a superhero landing. Ah! Right?
Hey.
Your knuckle hurts.
So that's your movement this round and your instant action.
Your knees are bleeding. and
So
your
you
wrist
still
is
get an
shattered.
attack.
So how close am I to him?
You are literally
Looking him in the balls.
right there.
Not licking his balls.
I heard
Looking
looking
him
his
in the
balls.
balls.
You are- you are at
licking
his
him
feet.
in the balls.
Okay, so you need a 13 or no, a 10 or better to hit him.
So that's 2 of these plus what?
No.
2d10, add them together, roll above a 10.
I didn't.
What'd you roll?
8.
8. Okay. Missed him. So as you swing forward, the bear sort of moves back a little bit, and he's a little bit quicker than you anticipated. Something that size, just able to move like lightning almost.
It's almost like he read my mind.
Almost, but not at all.
I have to have one
For
first.
yourself, she doesn't. Captain of the guard attacks.
And you drop your dice.
I did.
Get that board dash.
Want to verify that that's a 5 down there?
No, that doesn't count. It's not on the table.
Okay, right. So I'll re-roll it. It's a 4. It's right over there. It's for someone on your side.
Doesn't matter.
As the lightning fires again, missing both
Them's the rules,
peoples.
John. You know
Yes,
that.
I know. And there's no Rafa in the room. Darn it.
What would he
I could
do?
always use a Rafa
Oh,
right about
to get
now.
your dice for
Yeah,
you?
right? To get that die that I dropped.
Hey, Slim. Glasses. Specs.
That's not his name, man.
I don't know his name.
Right down there. It's all right.
Don't worry about it. We're just... Come on, man.
Okay. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate that.
Someone's got to pay
Normally that's a
attention
Rafa's
to chat.
job.
Why can't you just yell it out? Grab the dice!
Okay, so that was there. He missed again. So that puts us at...
Next should be either the dead guards or...
If you fall, I'm
yeah,
gonna laugh.
that'd be the dead guards.
What about this guy?
Exist, for the love of God.
Oh yeah, he didn't do anything.
Which one?
last time.
I don't exist right now.
I was
Unless I can hear you.
Hi!
Okay, so that's the last time. He gets to move another 6 this time.
Audio engineers hate this guy.
No,
Find
why do
out
you
why.
keep doing that,
You
dude?
got one more move, then.
Yeah.
You said 6.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. You were like 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do you do
He
this?
doesn't know how
Why
to
do you do-
count.
Yeah, evidently. Oh yeah.
He's a
yeah,
Marine.
Marine. Right. Sorry about that. Jarine?
Gyrene.
Gyrene. That's
Aye.
right. That's right. Gyrene.
Eileen?
Come on,
I'm gonna
Eileen.
punch
Oh
you in
wait.
the dick.
I don't like it when men touch me there.
you know
so he
you
gets
do.
there.
Alrighty.
He actually is going to shoot at the giant guy with
Almost giant guy.
his bow at this point. Elven
So he's
short
gonna
bow.
look down.
Yeah, as he's running up, he's like, fires 2 arrows off. Needs a 8 or better to hit. 10 hits 1 column. Eight, 9. So
So let me get this straight. You want me to...
Then stop giving us directions.
It's one hell of a night.
Okay, and he actually does 2 points of damage with the arrows as they hit.
Oh, good job. We fucking did
Oh,
the
you
whole
suck!
thing. Hey.
You see 2 arrows sticking out of the joint.
He
The
did
bear
more
looks
damage
up,
than you
you know,
did
roars.
with your attack.
Hey, I
Angrily.
tripped. Not my fault.
roars angrily. So that was 34.
I tripped over my
20
non-existent
That was
bookcases.
29. 28.
That's the me.
That would be the Velocco
All right, so
pinning
now-
the dragon to the wall.
I was gonna say, now if my understanding of how things work is correct, if I'm being considered held and I can't
Yes.
just shake it off,
Yes.
that means he's also being held and can't just shake me off.
Correct.
And it's gonna be really fucking easy for me to wail on this guy.
Correct.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fucking wail on this guy.
Okay.
Why don't you Velocro on him instead?
So, agility to hit 0.
Is it my agility or is it my legs?
Your agility to hit. Legs
Okay.
do damage.
But my animalistic weaponry is my legs, isn't it? Or
That's
is that
that's
like
how
my
much
teeth?
damage you deal. The animalistic weaponry is the claws on the end of your legs. The
Got it.
points, if you will.
Gotcha.
And your teeth.
Okay.
And your fingernails. And toenails.
And my everything.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. So what
Uh,
is your agility?
My agility is an 8.
An 8. So
My legs are 7
you
and
need
the
to roll a 6 or
damage
better
is
to hit
on
a
a 9.
stationary target.
A 6 or better.
6
That's
or better
cool.
to
I
hit a
got 3
stationary
hits. I'm
target.
gonna roll them all. That's a 5.
So that one
That's
barely
a
misses.
6.
That one hits.
Hey, that's him, not me.
And that's an 8.
Okay, so
So I
you
rolled
hit
really
twice.
well.
Hammer time.
You rolled phenomenally.
Yeah.
You hit twice. So your strength,
My strength is a 7, but my
animalistic weaponry is a 9.
correct.
So 9 plus 1 is 10, because I'm giving you a
Okay.
plus 1 for your strength.
Sure.
And then I'm going to give you 2 column modifiers, because really, where's it going?
Also, I'm really big actually,
one-
so
one
my
column
strength
modifier.
is
Oh, yeah,
actually
your
higher.
strength is higher
right now. My strength right
He just
now
wishes he was big.
is
No, he's 15 feet tall.
my strength is a 10 right now.
10.
Mm-hmm.
So 10, so 11. I'll do the plus 1 for the claws, plus 1 column modifier. So 11 to
Bear with us. Let me take a while.
18. So the good news is you hit twice.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the camera.
Good news is you hit twice. Both times it hits the dragon's armor and doesn't seem to get past the scale.
That's fine.
The scales
I'm
itself,
pretty
so
sure at
each
this
one
point
hits him.
I'm holding him off the ground.
Yeah. At this
Yeah.
point, you're holding him off the ground. Yeah. So,
You
and your
cannot
and your
continually with your legs.
that your webbing doesn't really last more than
No, it
one round.
doesn't.
It's just a real quick thing.
Yeah, I
That's
just
right.
pulled him.
That's right. Okay.
Hey, so are you caressing him tenderly with your legs?
No, I'm holding him up by the tip of his wing.
Oh, how
Yeah,
cute.
pretty much.
Hey, you gonna hold hands in the
Well,
moonlight?
not now with
And
like
take long
now
walks
with
and
like
take showers
2
together.
other of your legs, 3 of your legs sticking into his chest, just not doing damage, just sort of pinning with force.
Oh, I'd pull
So-
them back. I mean,
Okay.
and I gotta be able to
And
make
so that's
more
your
attacks.
Turn. 28. I'm assuming you're not moving back or anything like that.
Oh no, I'm holding on to him. Also,
Oh,
if he
that's
tries to take his wing out of me, that's a no.
Okay.
I've got a pet.
Okay, so the
He's got a
dragon's
little
turn.
puppy.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay.
He spins the big one. No, not
Right
totally facing
round.
you. There, stop. Not knocking him down. Turns towards
That means he died, right?
towards no. Means you
Howard?
die.
Why'd I die? I'm still
Turn
standing.
towards the rest of you guys and
Does a wing buff it?
actually he flies down. No, put him right. No. Trevor, will you stop?
Where are we putting
Right
him?
there by the dragon giant's feet. Right
Here
there.
or here?
Right there. That either one works, doesn't really effing matter.
And stop fingering his toy.
Okay. He flies down
Sorry.
and he looks. His eyes start glowing a little bit more as he looks at both you and the captain of the guard.
Hey, what you want?
I need to know your intellect.
The character or me?
The characters.
First one, then the other.
9.
Okay, so 10 or
That was
better.
pretty smart.
Hey?
8 plus 15. 8 plus 15. Come on.
23.
Come on, Jerry.
I was in the Marines. I'm not
Why
good
would you
at
look
math.
at his brain?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. Darn it. It should have worked, but it didn't. Okay, 23. What is your total psyche? Total psychic.
I get no fucking clue.
It's the middle column next to the
Five.
top.
5.
Oh, shut the hell up.
I'm trying to help you out, man.
Okay.
I saw it when you told me. It just takes me a minute.
Against...
No character sheets and all, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've only been doing this for a year, so I thought I'd help.
3 days.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. Okay?
So he looks at you,
I'm just saying.
Hey.
and at the captain of the guard, his eyes glow a little bit, and you just feel tired. Ugh, you feel so...
I need a drink.
And you pass out.
I need a fucking...
And so does the captain of the guard.
No, I'm not dancing with the captain.
Oh, you are. You're both passed out.
Yeah, they both just literally fall down.
I
Meanwhile,
quit fingering the
Trevor.
guards.
What's Velaco's intellect?
3?
Okay.
He's not a bright man. But I
7.
seem to recall somewhere on here it said something about immune to all bullshit.
Yeah, 7 or better. 9. Total psychic.
That's a 2.
Well, there's no column modifiers. So if this was damage,
I'd be dead.
yeah, no. So yeah, you instantly his eyes glow. Sorry, the dragon's eyes glow, and you just feel instantly like sleep pulling you
I hope he doesn't mind me
back.
falling on him.
High or low.
Hi?
And as Velaco fades out, Velaco shrinks and shifts, and Sifa
Oh man, I was gonna fucking
Is
keep him
awake again.
pinned. Oh god. Fucking Christ. Alright. Let me. Flacco never gets to have any fun.
And so I do need Sifa to roll an initiative just real quick.
That's 5. 28.
Look at that, same initiative.
Keep
Okay.
things simple.
So Sifa comes out.
Yeah, we've been waiting for
Yep.
that for years.
New initiative round. Actually, Sifa gets to roll a perception.
The dragon falling?
Nope. It flaps its wings and... Actually, no, it does. It gracefully hits the ground.
Good.
Yeah, gracefully hits
You
the
said
ground.
perception?
Yep.
That's a 5.
Okay. So, Sifa snaps to as she's looking around. Her wings barely catch her before she hits the ground. She sees this dragon standing in front of her.
Am I standard 1-inch size or 5-foot size?
Oh, you are 1 inch tall.
Oh, cool. The magic faded.
You see a dragon,
Oh, shit. the magic
9
faded.
foot 6 in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Another dragon picking up an unconscious Ivan and an unconscious captain of the guard.
Shite.
You see the Ursinoid dropping the one guard that was still alive, 2 pieces of his body, one on either side.
He's not the man he used to be.
1 versus 3?
This
I like
means
these odds.
you run.
And it's a new initiative round.
Yeah, it is.
So we get to start the round out with her trying to free herself.
This means you run.
Failed. Captain of the guard failed. Hey, you get to try to wake up. You need to roll, in order to be successful, you need to roll a 25 or better.
So go ahead and roll, and if
So
you
go
get
ahead and roll
doubles, you
to
get
get-
to roll again. That's a 15.
Okay, so
Close.
it's yeah, you're sleeping.
Where is my fucking alcohol at?
We'll go into what the dreams are in a little bit.
Oh, you suck.
Okay, so
You know he sets us up so we can't win, right?
28.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. Okay, so now it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just as a burning instant, I'm gonna go ahead and put that armor of Wallace back on.
Okay.
I'm gonna hurt some. It's not an instant. Poor dragon. You should have to roll fortitude save.
For what?
Ooh.
He's not gonna eat you.
No, not for that.
Shh.
Yeah, he's doing that, all right.
Why would he want to eat you? You do see 2 dragons.
I see 2 dragons.
Yes.
I also don't
Yes.
have access to
2 dragons and a big bear.
And I don't have access to any of the magical shit that we bought because Harry has it all somewhere
Yes.
in the mansion.
Yes, somewhere hiding.
Somewhere in the mansion.
All of the guards seem dead,
Yep.
except the captain of the guard, who's lifeless looking, but so is Ivan.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oi, Harry, come out and play.
You're asleep.
You're asleep.
Um,
And no more maxing out the mic, so I'm sure that you know. Chuck didn't
sorry about
appreciate
I'm sure the stream appreciated it.
Oh yeah, right. Wow, what the hell? Okay.
Yeah, so, how far am I from my window?
A good distance away. 200 yards or so. I mean, the whole layout of the ground floor is an acre, if that helps any.
Okay.
And you're towards the back side of the acre.
Yeah, but I flew
And
out of
your
my
window
window to get
is
here.
yeah, but your window is towards the middle
And
of
Steph,
said
if you
acre.
look up, you'll see some more windows above you too.
Her window's the 3rd floor, so no. There's only a 3-story building.
And Harry was on the 3rd floor or 2nd floor?
2nd floor. Harry was on the 2nd.
Well, if you think about it, it's a castle, right?
Near the pool.
Which means there are
No, it's
more-
a mansion.
close enough. There's
there-
still
are
windows
there
going
any-
all the way up.
Are there any windows on the 2nd floor that are currently open?
So you're still a good 200 yards away
I
from
understand
any of
that.
the windows.
I understand that.
And no, they're not all. None of them are open. All of them have been closed in preparation for combat.
Cool.
Because the servants do
God
what the
damn
servants
it,
do.
Lurch.
Close it all down.
Yes, master.
God damn it, Lurch, you're too good.
Oh, you do see the 2 unconscious bodies of your
Alive?
darlings. They are unconscious. You don't know if they're living or dead until you make your way over there. You're going to assume that they're alive, but you know.
Never assume. It makes
You,
an ass out of
you don't
me.
see any wounds other than like
So they're
spot
not
where
bleeding out.
you know their hands look like were burnt severely by electricity.
Huh. Alright, I'm gonna... What do I fucking know about dragons? Do I know anything about... Apparently this one came from my place, but I don't know if I know of anything. that'd
You
be
can make
super
a
effective against
a
them.
lore roll. What lore do you have? Natural.
Yeah. It's a 17.
Okay, so from what you can tell, it's not a natural dragon.
Of course not.
It's
You think?
with the 17, you actually get to find out it's a Drakanoid of the night. And all dragons of the night, just like dragons of the sun, are mystically created beings.
Right.
So there's nothing natural about this thing at all.
Does this one in
Just
front of me
magic.
look
The same thing.
including its mystical nature?
Yep.
That's cool. I'm going
They're
to...
both Drakanoids of the night, is what it appears.
Yeah, I got that. I'm gonna go ahead. Real crazy. I know I have it somewhere here. How much XP do I have? I think you said I had like 11?
Yeah, you still have 11 XP left.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna spend as much of that as I can to disperse one or both of them.
Okay.
Just,
You can
they are
certainly
magic,
try.
and
So
I'm
you
gonna
can-
get
you
rid of
can-
that.
You can spend up to half of your thaumaturgy rank.
I'm at a 9,
To cast
so
the
that'd be a
spell?
5 or a 4.
4. Run down.
Yeah. So, but I had it at an 8. I have it at a 9. All right. Oh, the shop is gonna.
But you
yeah.
really only need to spend
So it's an
3
8.
on each.
It's an 8. Is my rank.
Oh, your rank is 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can spend 4. You'd want to spend all 4 on
Okay.
both, so 8 points total if you're going to spend it on
Yeah.
both sides of it.
We'll,
what is
we'll do
the
that.
rank of what's casting rank?
5.
5? Okay, so 6 or better after you spend points. Just to let you guys know what's going on, in this game you can actually spend your experience points in 2 different ways. You can either spend it on character growth by purchasing your stats, buying advantages, or even purchasing higher ranks in your powers and skills, or you can spend it while playing to affect your dice rolls and make it easier to do things. Now, as a game master, you can choose to make it harder to do that. You can outlaw that entirely. I personally allow it. I don't have any caps on it. Some game masters like to put caps, things like only when it's super important, like 1 person versus 3. Just saying. Okay, Trevor, go ahead. You need a 6 or better.
That is a 9
That
to
is a
cast.
9 to cast.
Do I need to roll it again for the second one, or?
No, I'm going to use the same roll for both.
Okay. To cast the spell, and then do I roll for the spell
Yeah,
itself?
you roll for the spell itself. 1 second.
Okay, time's up.
What is the rank of the
Currently,
dispersion?
a 17.
Okay, so you're not upping your rank. You're upping when you spend the points. You're changing how hard it is to do the thing, but your rank doesn't change.
Okay.
So
then
what is
it's
your
a what I say was a 17? It's a 13.
13? Okay, 13 plus 3 is 16. Okay. Versus the highest miss. Okay, 11. Okay, so you need a 7, 10 or better.
That's a 12. Do I
Okay.
roll a second one?
Nope,
Is it 2
just
attacks
once.
technically, or just 1?
Just doing 1 attack. You're trying to disperse them both at the same time. It's 1 attack. There's modifiers I put on there
All right.
to make it easier or harder. In this case, harder to do.
I mean,
16.
I have enough dispersions that I could do that as 2 separate attacks, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, but again, Sifa's coming out. This is your first.
Yeah, fuck this guy. They're gone.
If you're really that desperate, I got a friend that you might enjoy.
No, I'm trying to get rid of them, and then
Oh.
it'll just be the Bear Grylls over here who
Okay.
are
So
disappointed.
that's
So-
the kind of fuck you're trying to. Okay.
So normally dispersion, what that does is cancel mystical effects.
Yeah, or any existing magic that's being woven.
Correct. So what you did successfully do is cause damage
Okay.
to them,
Yeah.
which is not normal. You don't do a lot, but you do a little.
Hey, it's about time she
Put
does
it on the
something.
right one. Okay. And both of them scream in pain as you do that,
That's nice.
mirroring each other perfectly.
That's beautiful.
And that was the 28.
And then I'll turn invisible because I can
Okay.
do that.
Yep. So you're gonna give up your movement to turn invisible then, right?
Sure.
Okay, because your instant you used to cast your armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for my instant, I'm gonna frighten his face.
The dragon drops both unconscious people. You actually hear them both make noises as they hit the ground. Spins to face your general direction.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Looks you right in the eye and blows you a kiss.
Yeah, he turns to face your general direction. Eyes start glowing immensely as it's scanning around. High or low, Trevor, to see if you accidentally look it in the eyes. You don't.
I'm fortunate.
However, the other one, high or low, Trevor, to see if
High.
you accidentally look it in the eyes. No, you don't. The two dragons do seem to like trying to look at everything in between where they are.
Aye, do they look each other in the eye?
And then as they glance at each other, the dragon closest to the giant starts pulsing green, and at the same point, so does the dragon that you were nearest to.
Question:
They both start healing.
Yep.
do they both look each
And
other in
it's
the
not
eyes?
a mystical effect.
God, I
they
rolled
look each
double fours.
It's not a mystical effect. No, they don't look each other in the eyes.
Done.
Okay. Next initiative round, your turn.
Hey, what about me?
You're
I can try to wake up, right?
Yeah. you're gonna get
at
a
the end of
chance
this
to-
round. At the end of the round. I gave it to you before Sifa went because she was changing. I gave it to you then. Next round, it's going to be at the end of the round. So Sifa goes, they go, and then you get to try to wake up.
Give me some alcohol. I'll
So
wake up, right?
being stealthy, I'm gonna keep out of line of LOS while I'm invisible
Yeah.
still, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep trying to disperse the two of them
LOS. line of
as
sight.
separate attacks.
Okay.
So I'll use my
Well, yeah.
movement to move, and then I'll use one instant to attack one, and
Okay.
my attack for the other.
So move.
No, yeah, I'll be probably here in the middle somewhere, but like there's.
Probably,
That's
you
an
don't
8
know.
on the 1.
Okay.
And I have enough to bump up the second one against that guy.
Okay.
That one's just at a rank 8.
So which one are you attacking first?
This is the first one.
Okay.
At an 8 as opposed to a 12. Do you remember what number I said I rolled?
Okay.
Do you remember what number I said I just rolled?
Yeah, an 8.
Okay. Well, that was my rank.
Yeah, and you rolled an 8.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And
attention
roll
span.
the
Huh?
attempt.
Second attack?
Yeah. You want to roll the
Oh, the attack.
on it.
Sorry. Yeah. That's an 8.
Okay. Now roll the second attack.
Okay, this is on this guy. I'm bumping it up with the last of my experience.
Okay.
That's a 19. Cast.
He's very good at that movement, by the way.
So what's the rank of the dispersion?
12. No, 13.
You really need to quit dropping the dice under the
Yeah,
table.
well, you know,
13.
that happens. You know, you could have just left it on the couch,
Okay,
so it
roll.
wasn't on
It
camera.
was on the floor.
Yeah, I know, you could have put it back on the
Roll the
couch,
hit.
though. That's an 11.
In your pocket, don't sit on it.
I need a dice tray.
Okay.
That's what I
That's
need.
what-
I
how
need,
about this?
I need a dice tray for me. But that's
So,
not going to stop my fidgeting.
Both dragons scream in pain,
Good. But I only really
and
hurt
that one falls forward.
This one?
Crumples onto the ground.
Hell yeah.
The green energy is still pulsing.
I don't care.
However.
I'm going to kill this guy next.
And as he crumples to the ground, sort of gets back up and looks up, eyes glowing.
I'm still not looking at him.
Meanwhile, the one that you knocked over, can you please stand her back up?
Oh yeah, this one should
Yeah.
still be standing.
Back up.
That's a guy?
Yeah. Oh, both dragons are guys. It's a guy.
Well, that's
It's-
a guy.
it's
That
gender
was a
fluid.
girl.
Yeah, but it's a guy now.
Oh,
It's gender fluid.
Yeah, very.
Hey.
So, Trevor,
yeah.
you're like, not looking at its eyes, not looking at its eyes, not looking at its eyes.
Look it in the eyes.
It literally starts moving, gets a beeline on you.
I'm invisible.
Yes,
This
it's
one?
not looking at you, but its head whips in your direction.
This one or this one?
That one that's laying down, that one that's there, over there, and it literally, as it's looking around, lunges right at you.
Cool.
What's your
Agility's
intellect?
in my intellect?
Yeah.
6. Is Armor of Valis come into play here at all, somehow?
No.
Maybe.
Is it doing a spell?
Not exactly. What is your psyche? Total psyche.
6.
Okay, so
Let me counter spell.
You dropped your dice.
Of course I drop my dice.
That's why I gave you
I
that to use.
fidget. I need things to do with my hands.
Armor of Valis, what's the energy absorption and what does it say?
And I can read things.
Yes.
Absorption is a 16.
Under notes, does it specify?
Energy field.
Nope.
The absorption works against all physical, including kinetic,
Yep,
and
that's what I
ends when the cumulative energy
Okay,
field
so what
particle
is your
spells cancel
how
within
much
the field.
psyche do you have?
6.
Okay. So as it lunges forward, even though you're looking away, you see a mirror form exactly where you're looking. And you catch its gaze.
Any magic going on?
No magic at
I
all.
hate this. Casters, man.
And you go out. You feel sleep pull you in.
I hate casters.
Okay.
Casters are
Can we
bullshit.
go ahead and have the other two come back in?
I got him.
And we're going to, while we do that, let's actually go to another break. I know normally we only do one break, but I want to do another break tonight just so that we can give everyone time to set up and get situated since we're pulling people back in, and we're wanting to make sure we've got enough room and everyone's sitting in the right spots.
Keep your head up. Well, before we do that, hand me a pencil, please.
You don't want to smack
Yeah. Have that. We'll get your.
Have the box of cheese. And
We're coming out of rays. Where's the balls?
Okay, thank you for indulging us for that second break. Sorry to keep it gone so long. This is why we need artwork, so you can be looking at amazing things that has been given to us to show. So please, please, please send it in. Got the whole group back now after what just happened.
You suck.
We are going to be mostly focusing on Kwei-Cee and Michael as their deal is struck and figuring out what's going on at this point.
Our deal struck, right?
As their deal is struck.
Their deal is struck.
So,
Harder and harder.
when last we left you guys, you had frozen the lady, knocked her on her side, and said,
That's not supposed to happen. Wait.
Hey, what
Jason,
the fuck
no.
did you do?
What did you do?
That's for us to know and you to find
Yeah,
out.
and
Hey,
I was
let's
like,
see.
I mean, if I'm able to make the opportunity,
Yeah.
I'd like to do a wild magic thing.
what are you trying to do?
Because I can't just will myself to, I'd like to wild magic myself over into the ethereal plane. Using a door, actually.
Okay, roll.
A door that will hopefully close and disappear when I close it.
Roll.
Run.
That's the first. Can you
20
explain the
plus.
double rule again?
So for those people out there in TV land, doubles, when they roll doubles on their 2d10, they get to roll again and add it to the previous roll. Now, if at any point they roll double ones, it's a critical failure. It's more epic the more they roll. So if the higher the number goes and then they roll the double ones, it's even worse of a failure than it would have been if they would have failed like George
shut
did
up.
earlier, initially off the first roll.
Pencil?
Yeah,
I
first
just
roll
want to note
beats
it down. That's a 31 total.
31. Okay.
So I'm just gonna
What is your
left hand, open up.
Nimbus?
11.
And your total mystical?
That's 10.
Okay. Appreciate that. Yeah, so you, Jason, you see Pharos just look around, little confused after he said, "What'd you do?" And he goes, "Oh, there it is." Reaches down to nothing and opens a door.
Going somewhere?
I'll be back soon. And I'm gonna grab the greatsword and walk on through.
Okay.
Have
He
fun storming
grabs
the
the
castle?
great sword, steps
get a
through,
lift?
the door shuts
It's
behind
like a
him and
miracle.
vanishes.
Oh, I didn't want to shut the door yet.
Automatically shuts behind you.
What if I can't get back?
Yeah, sucks to be
Man,
you.
oh. Wait, I got my whole body into the ethereal plane.
So the good news is,
Yeah,
you see the guy
great.
standing there, looking at you.
Sup, friend?
How did you do this?
I'll tell you if you shake on it. And I'm gonna laugh too. That was funny, right?
Yeah, no, not happening.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
No, mm-mm.
And
Doesn't happen.
I was gonna say,
My shaking days are done,
yeah, I
you
hear
might
ya.
say.
And I'm just gonna take that greatsword and do my
Okay,
thing.
so initiative.
Yeah.
New initiative, we're going to roll just for you and me. 24.
27.
Okay, you go first.
Yeah, that is a sword attack.
Okay, so what is your agility?
8.
You need a 10 or better to hit.
Ha! 5.
So you thrust the sword at him, and he arches and does like a weird flip.
Oh, he's a cat. Great.
So you go like this, and lands on his feet.
Yeah, like a cat would.
Actually, it's more like a martial arts maneuver.
Oh, martial arts. Great.
And as he
Exists
hits,
on the ethereal plane
Yeah.
is a martial artist.
yeah,
Great.
as he hits, he looks at you, and
Hey,
then
call him bullshit.
using the force of landing, kicks off of it and tries to kick you in the face.
Awesome. That'll do many things. Yes. Physically damage me. I dare you.
and misses.
Huh. And I'm gonna go.
that much.
Ha! I dare you to try again. And I'm gonna do this. You know, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna swing a sword at him.
Okay.
Hey, John.
10.
I'm stuck with what's her bucket and the
Yep.
scroll.
Yeah, the scroll, the lady, and the mansion.
In the mansion.
Well, in her dingling in her hand.
It's in her hand still.
Big mansion or little mansion?
Little mansion.
Well,
Little
you
little
know what?
mansion. Okay.
I'm gonna leave the mansion alone. I was like, I'll
Break
take out a
time.
Sharpie and start drawing a dick on her forehead.
That's a dick maneuver right there.
She fell asleep at the
Because
party.
the jester is still spectating.
Kwei-Cee, Jason doesn't have fine arts, does he?
He does.
Oh, he does.
Roll a fine arts
You
check
have
to
rendering?
draw a penis on her forehead.
That's a good penis. That's a good looking penis.
11.
Yes, so it's amazing. And,
Is
and
it
as you draw it, it
anatomically
becomes real. As the scroll starts laughing.
No.
Dude, seriously? Well, I'm
Is
taking
it
your
frozen?
drink.
It's frozen,
See, I
like the
wouldn't
rest
know
of
yet,
her.
but-
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, it's frozen.
Blasted her
In
heart.
the elect position.
No.
Because
No.
we have a
Blasted her
spectator,
heart.
so
It's
Yeah.
well, right now it's frozen
It was
solid,
funnier, so it was more
You know,
effective.
it's really hard to tell.
This is terrible.
What is the angle of the
know-
dangle?
you know if it's more effective than when it's funny, you
Wait.
might want to take a cue from the
You,
studio.
you didn't just draw. Kwei-Cee, you didn't just draw a dick, right? You drew the whole.
Huh?
You know, like if you're gonna draw.
Was
you
it just
drew
the shaft?
Did
The
you
figure
draw
eight?
just the
and-
shaft, or did you draw the cock and the balls?
Did you draw the figure 8 too?
The cock and balls.
Okay. We just need to
Draw
get
the
that out
cock
there.
and balls.
The
That's
whole,
what it is.
yeah, the whole
New
shebang.
weakness: slap her on the forehead.
Okay, so roll to hit.
Oh.
No,
I already did a 10.
No, don't slap her on the forehead. Miss. Just
Get her on the
barely.
tip.
Across the eyebrows.
Just
No,
barely.
I'm not
Just-
talking about that. I'm talking about. Anyway, I got a 10 on the.
Okay.
Tell me
adulterated
what
attack
to do
for the
with my
great
fake cock.
sword. It's not yours anymore. Is
It's
it?
real now.
This is terrible.
Oh, you guys are horrible. It's great.
You're the one who decided that it was more effective because this.
I rolled for what the jester would do, and it was
No.
on the list.
What, laugh?
Laugh and
Make your wish
things
come
real.
true. Make your dreams come
The
true.
cock and balls.
Okay, so
no.
so you hit with the sword.
Yeah.
It hits. It actually punctures through just barely through the side of his ribs. He's
His loose
sort of
clothing.
the loose clothing.
Oh, the loose
He grits a little bit. You see some blood, and he tries to hit you, and he connects this time.
Awesome. You're gonna hit me in the head.
What's your total psyche? Or total soul?
10.
Mystical. Oh yeah, higher low.
Low. Ah.
Okay.
Man.
So as he goes to connect, you see him just fade out of existence.
Great.
Kwei-Cee,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
you get done drawing this, and you see a guy just whoo.
I grabbed the cock and beat him with it.
It's
no,
still
it's stuck.
attached.
It's part of her
It's
now.
real
Oh,
attached.
You break it
Where
off
you
and beat
drew
him.
on her.
oh. In that case,
Quit jerking her around.
okay.
You have a gun.
He's above me.
No.
Okay.
So you're bent over doing this. He's
Ground,
like
right? On the ground.
he's on the ground, standing like 15 feet away,
Uh-huh.
off to your right.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect pistol range, my friend. That's
Okay.
ideal.
It depends on her aim.
He is.
Uh-huh.
He looks a little confused.
Let's see. I'll spit in his eye.
For 15 feet, you have good marksmanship.
I
too.
just
What
spit
is
in
your
your
marksman?
eye.
Huh?
What is your marksmanship?
11.
11.
You
Okay,
are now
so
the
you
Dilophosaurus
need
from Jurassic Park. by
8
the way.
or better.
By the way.
Oh wait. Sorry,
contagious.
called shot. Called shot. 13 or better. To spit in his
Okay.
eye.
Oh.
I mean, he could be a, what's that?
That's a 12.
Okay, so since it's really close
Plesiosaur?
and it's only that because
Plesiosaur?
yes, you successfully get
There's
it
a
in his eye.
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah,
Okay.
isn't there also the plesiosaur that
What's
goes
the
out
rank of
water
your
and
contagion?
spits through?
Ocho.
Ocho.
What is that one I'm thinking of? It's got the,
That means 8,
Not
right?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Aye.
oh, no, it's
And
in
for
the
those of
line.
you watching, Ocho means
Oh,
oct.
Or
Sorry. 8.
Ocha means ah.
It means ah.
I mean hachi. I mean
Yes, that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
Ocho.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there goes
Jimmy
last
Ocho,
round.
Jimmy Ocho.
Sank, set wheat. Wheat. Yeah.
Wheat.
Now
don't
I know
like
my
wheat.
ABCs.
Okay.
Next time
What
once you've
type of
seen the
poison
movie.
is it?
I haven't changed. It's
Okay,
paralysis.
so it's paralysis. Okay. So you spit in his eye, and he, like I said, he looks like he was just in the middle of doing a martial arts maneuver, punch, and he looks up, sees you. You hawk your loogie from 15 feet away, hitting him right in the eye, and he just locks up.
Dilophosaurus, and he's Dennis from Jurassic Park. Congratulations. You've reenacted a scene from a great movie. Except it wasn't in a car.
Okay. So you can see
And
what's
to the
happening.
away.
You're great. I'm going to open the door again.
Okay.
I'm
Roll
actually
to
going to
open
say,
your door.
oh, there it is.
Okay. Roll.
9. I got a 31 on the last one.
Yes, I know. Okay, so you can do the wild magic to open it. It's easier because you're in the ethereal realm. There's magic just
Okay.
literally all around you. As you do, though, you feel the magic coursing through you bitterly. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
It don't want to.
want to do what you want it to do.
I'm going to say, please.
You're going to take like 2 soul
Oh, that's okay.
as you're opening.
You know,
the
I'm
door.
not stuck in a different plane forever.
And then you see a door open up, and Pharaoh's comes back.
And I'm going to close it nice and slowly, like, okay, close.
Thanks for the assist.
and it vanishes.
And thumbs up.
I got-
And I'm going to walk over to Frozen Lady.
Yep.
And kick it in the
Oh,
ditch.
there's-
Well, I'm going to make a little fire go over my glove that's on the ground, really quick, just a kind of little tiny
freeze
flame
it?
control, just over. No, I'm going
Okay.
to, you know,
Put it on.
or I'll take a stick and move it away from her, so there's no
Oh, okay.
question about fire touching her. And I'm going to make that kind of go
Okay.
away really quick, and that ice
goes
should
away.
disappear. I'm going to put the glove back on.
Okay.
I'm going to go and I'm going to try and pluck that house out of her hand.
Okay. Roll.
I'm going to break fingers.
You might roll double ones and fail. You can
13.
trip over your own feet.
13 to
Okay. Yeah. So you do successfully
To raise the
pull the
Raise
to
the
raise the
roof.
house, to pull the mansion free from her ice cold grasp.
great.
It's called bitch.
And I'm going to say, Jason, are you ready for this?
Not really, but do it anyways.
Should we finish these or keep them? That's the question. Once this mansion goes, I think we'll all be on the same field. And if they get help, that could be trouble for us.
You know what? Maybe we should leave these guys in place
Oh, and move.
and move like a distance so that they're not.
We get to take a walk.
Yeah.
And we'll just go along the road, because
Okay.
it is right by the road.
Okay. So you guys go down the road. How far are you going down the road? In which direction? Are you
I
heading
can-
towards
3
Gold City?
hours?
Are you
3
heading
hours?
towards Gold City,
that's
or are you
good.
heading the other way?
It's not a 3-hour tour.
Well, they could take a 3-hour trip right now. I mean, we're asleep. They don't know that.
Then they might run the SS minute.
We could.
Let's see. Do you want to go?
We
Hey,
can
watch
go the
4
rest of the
miles
way
or
to
less?
Gold City and...
Oh, roll a perception roll.
16.
Okay, so as you're picking it up and you glance down at it, what you see is you see 2 dragons.
Okay. 2 dragons, like actual
You
dragons.
see 2 Drakanoids.
Okay.
You see 2 Drakanoids.
One's black.
Both of them are black, and they're pacing around the open area of the mansion.
Who's in the middle?
Hey,
You do not see anybody else. You see the 2 of them, and they each take turns. One flies up and looks like it's trying to find a way out, and the other one flies towards the pool and then looks like it's trying to find a way into the building, and then they take turns.
And what about the girl on the wall?
You don't see there's a glowing blue light for where that person is, but that's about it.
hey, where
That
am I
doesn't
at?
make me happy. That
I'm
doesn't
still
make me happy at
invisible.
all. Oh, that doesn't make me happy.
Where the fucking hell am I at?
Okay.
So that's what you see. Everything else is too small. Those
What do
dragons
your
are like
fiery eyes
almost
see?
10 feet tall, so they look like this big.
Uh-huh.
Everything else is like a little too small to
I
see.
see a snow globe with less ice.
Okay, never mind.
I wonder
am
what happens
that
if I
big.
tilt it upside down.
What happened to the
I'm not
bear
gonna. I'm not gonna.
You would know that the magic is
gotcha.
keeping it
Okay.
stationary.
Yeah, so let's go and take a little walk.
What about Bear Grylls?
Doesn't see the bear.
Oh, are we gonna just leave him
He's bigger
in
than
the
the
middle of
dragons
like
are.
nowhere?
What else are we gonna do? Bury
No,
him?
it's about the
Put
same
it on
size.
top of them and open it
12
up.
feet.
Oh yeah, 12 feet. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, he doesn't see him.
If you want
Just
to,
like he
you can
doesn't
give him a
see you
dose
guys.
of something
For a
else.
reason. There's a reason.
But
Well, no,
Because they're not
they're
magical?
paralyzed.
well, Jason, can you grab the scroll?
Not exactly.
Sure.
The
Let's
bear
not
is.
leave that. We want the, we want to have
Oh,
a
you're
good
a
spectatorship
Oh,
here.
hey, you
You're
know
a
what?
fucking bastard.
Let's see. Just for shits and giggles.
Ooh, yes.
So I've got
Shiggles
two
and fits.
paralyzed people. Let's see. Can I position like the dude so it looks like he's being like humped by like
Her forehead.
yeah. Can I
Yes, you could definitely do that.
okay.
Well, if 100 years ever come up, or finish up. So like her
And
face.
I'm the power of the group.
So we're human centipeding now, pretty much, except
Yeah.
No,
her face
no,
is
no,
in his
no,
butt.
no. He's still getting genitalia. It's not humans centipeding.
Yeah, like,
It's not her mouth.
She's got the dick on her forehead.
Talk about
It's like-
giving head.
Yeah, right.
and so,
I think we've just exited family friendly.
Right. So
And
you
this,
do that.
A while ago.
I was confused on why they didn't want me saying the
Sorry.
word
This is
fuck.
Chuck
Really
Your
not
art is
such a
too
bad
fine.
person.
inside.
Your art is
a
way
lie.
too fine.
Bad.
Yeah, roll your artistic placement.
My fine arts.
Yeah, your fine arts.
Now, with an intelligence roll, is this going to give the guy frostbite?
Probably not.
Good. Because it's magical, right? It'll just go to room temperature and
16.
Okay.
it's not
Let
going
me
to frost his butt.
you do the placement very well,
Don't make art of this.
and
Please
then you
don't.
guys
Please do.
go.
Don't.
Please don't.
Not of this.
Um,
Censor it.
I will
I
say
wanna
that,
see it.
that
I don't wanna see it.
Uncensored.
Feel free to create art of it. However, it will not be showing on the breaks at the stream, but it would be good for a good laugh, and
Unless
we will
it's
send you a
really,
thank you.
really
Oh, yeah.
good.
So yes, so continue.
Well, I mean, at least a
So now, how far are you guys walking?
Talk about a real dickhead.
couple
You can
hundred feet.
fly. I can fly.
I don't want to fly.
You don't want to fly? You want to laugh? Oh. I guess you don't want to laugh. And
No, it's only in here.
Oh, by the
It's
way,
only
the
in
scroll does
here.
laugh as you do that.
hey, we aim to please. Why am I talking to a scroll?
You're not talking to the scroll. You're talking to the funny guy behind the scroll. Hey, and we're gonna just walk, or I'm gonna walk. You can
Okay.
fly.
So we're off to the City of Gold.
No, we're just gonna go a little ways away.
How far?
5 times the size of the mansion. Probably.
5
Like that.
nights.
Okay, so it's an acre. The ground, the
The
footprint.
whole ground
was
was an acre. We're gonna have to go 5 acres.
So you
then,
go 5 acres.
just to be extra safe.
Okay, 5 acres down the road.
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. So you get down there.
Great. And so I'm just gonna say, Jason, I'm gonna hope this works. If not, we're gonna have to go back and just finish off Ice Lady.
Well, hold on a second. But what do you want? What are you gonna do?
Expand the mansion.
Okay.
If I don't
What's
have
going on
ownership
there?
of it. We got 2 dragons flying around trying to find an entrance to the
Whoa,
mansion.
whoa, 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 what?
Remember, there was one person who copies people, and then there was the dragon. I'm assuming.
And you saw that? Can I
Yeah.
take a look?
Yeah, look.
Oh,
Do your own
You don't
perception
see
roll.
Roll
actually.
perception.
Roll. You might roll better than me.
Equalize.
Yeah. Roll 2d10. Add them together.
I'm using the
visor.
visor to magnify
Ooh. Ooh.
because I've got technology.
Ooh.
In this world of magic, I've got technology.
And how funny is that?
18.
Yeah, you don't see anything. I mean, literally,
Uh-huh.
like anything.
Oh.
It must be a mystical thing. Don't you have a mystic visor?
You like look. You activate the eagle eyes, and literally, Pharos isn't there. The mansion's
see
not
anything?
there. Nothing. It's like the ground slowly fades away into nothing. You see nothing
Oh.
using your eagle's eyes.
Does it look
Eagle
back?
eyes.
Okay.
Gaze into
John,
it.
does it look back?
All right. Well,
Roll to
you
see if it
you
looks
gaze
back.
into
Into
the
my
abyss. Sometimes the abyss gazes back.
So what do you do?
Find out, just
I don't see
visor
anything.
on.
I'll turn off
That'd
the
be
Okay.
eagle eyes and it's like, how about my normal vision?
Roll perception.
10.
Okay. No, you really don't even see the two dragons. I mean, you see the model and you look and you can see the flickering lights. It's kind of cool. It looks like torches are going on in there.
Okay.
It's daytime, so you don't know why they
I do
need
not see
torches.
anything, but you know what? I'll take your word for it. Let's see. I guess I shall switch back to the cold iron rounds.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm about halfway through that clip, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So it's just like,
Don't
you have
forget
Dragon
your.
Slayer
I should have.
rounds?
Huh?
Don't you have Dragon Slayer rounds?
No, I don't.
You have,
have
a,
the
you have a
crossbow
bolt of
of
wetting.
maiming.
Maybe you'll use your bolt of
I
wetting.
got
on
a crossbow bolts.
it. You do,
You got
and you have
crossbows of
crossbow.
maiming.
no wounding. Was it
Maiming.
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 Crossbow
So they
maiming.
lose a random limb every time you hit them, right?
It's a crossbow maiming.
We'll
That's
find
all I can
out.
say. That's all I can
He's
say.
never used it.
I highly
I
recommend
bought
you-
it for
Okay,
him.
you know what?
I highly recommend you use your bolt of drenching
Wait.
first.
Huh?
You don't know he has a bolt of drenching. He didn't tell you what he bought.
That other person knows things they ought not to.
Yeah, no.
Can't I?
Anyway.
Shut up, Michael. Let Faros play.
Nuggets, Michael. You're eating nuggets.
I'll have the crossbow out. It's like,
Okay.
all right, let's see if this magic
Okay.
crossbow actually works.
Are you ready?
No, but start anyways.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to try and command it with a different word and see if it works.
Okay. So what word are you gonna say? As you set it down, and you
Bother
say,
and bother skate.
I'm home.
"Okay, hello."
Hi.
Yeah. You set it down. I'm home. It enlarges.
I have to write that down because I'm going to forget it.
Oh yeah, that's what she said.
You should have said, honey, I'm home.
I don't have a honey.
Lucy?
Or whatever.
Lucy, I'm home.
It gets
Hey, Lucy. I'm
it gets to
home.
its regular size.
Uh-huh. Fly up.
You see two guards standing at the door.
Uh-huh.
Are there any dragons inside?
One of them looks more familiar than the other one.
Is it sugar?
No.
It's Ivan.
It's. They didn't. Interesting. Theron? Is that you? I'm just throwing out a random name.
No, my name is Orphil.
Orphil. Hi.
And welcome.
Oh, thank you. And
How many guests are you bringing in with you?
oh god. Are there people in the grounds already?
Are you asking him?
Yes.
Yes, there are.
Outstanding.
You're bringing me.
Don't worry about
I'm
guests
your
right now.
guests.
Jason?
How
is-
many guests are you bringing in with you?
Jason.
So just one.
Yes.
Just one guest.
Yes. But you don't need to make
Very
any
well.
preparations. We need to get into the grounds and expel the invaders.
It's not exactly how that works. Come on in.
Sure.
Oh, you actually said
Do I
that.
see the dragon? They're flying around, right?
Roll perception as you go walking through the gate.
It's a 13.
No, you don't see either of the dragons.
Wow. It's literally a new house, is what you're telling me.
Come on in.
Great.
And he guides you into the
Hold on.
courtyard.
I just
second.
annihilated everyone else.
Are these guys the dragons?
No, so roll a perception roll.
He's. Oh, nobody's wearing the fucking glasses I bought him.
So Orpheal,
Huh?
he is the captain of the guard.
Oh, okay.
He's
I
the
know
guy
him.
that you saw.
I know him.
His
Okay.
bronze armor is glistening and brightly
See,
polished.
Orfield, good.
From a material science point of view, bronze is not an ideal armor.
But it's so beautiful, isn't that
But
right,
it's
Orfield?
it's very beautiful.
I prefer it.
You know what?
Good choice.
Maybe a Kevlar coated in bronze.
I don't know what this Kevlar is that you speak of.
It must be nasty things. Don't
You know
worry
what?
about
We'll
it,
talk
Orfield.
later.
He takes his bronze helmet off, and you see his slate gray eyes with charcoal gray hair come cascading over his lightly pale gray skin.
Outstanding.
There's a lot of gray here.
So, what is going on?
Great.
Can you fill me in?
What do you mean?
God. It's
When
a
we-
You and your
area.
guest are more than welcome to do whatever you wish in your mansion.
Great.
Outstanding.
For 24 hours. At the end of 24 hours, it will reduce and you will be ejected.
Okay.
It's a real great area.
Yeah, I heard that.
Everyone else that was here is now in custody.
Really?
Well,
You managed that?
Not exactly, but yes.
Could you explain to me how it works?
You said how many guests you have. You brought one guest. I didn't need to do anything at that point.
Sir? If I could give you accommodation, I would. And I can.
None is needed.
I'll still do it later.
Very well. I mean, I know that you guys know your way around, but if you wish, I can arrange to have a tour.
Yes. First stop, the cells that they are being held in.
Is there a jail?
There is.
Is it separate from here?
Usually we don't bring people down there, but since you're the owner, you can come. You may not.
That's fine. Jason, go be comfortable. Just chill out.
Get Hans and Franz or Sugar.
No.
Sugar.
There.
I'm just reminding him of their names.
They are not their names anymore.
Their names are Sugar and Hans and Franz.
Their names are
And there's Darlin and Darlin and Darlin. And there's Jeeves.
They are
Jeeves.
Gilbert, Ryan, David, Carl, Roger, Bronwyn, Nikki, Holly, Tally, Natasha, the guy that you named
Sweetie.
too soon for me to write
Love.
down.
Don't forget that looks.
Who do I encounter?
Gertrude,
So
Brian,
you come walking
Jeeves,
in, you
not
see
Jeeves, and Marie.
who Sifa had most recently called Lurch
Yeah, no.
come walking up.
And I'm going to say, what was your given name? Not by the
No,
last
so
name.
you were being
You're going
escorted
to the
away.
cellar.
Away.
This is- yeah. Okay,
Not
you're going
inside.
somewhere else. He's walking into the main house.
Standing.
So how do you wish to be called?
Whatever name I am given by the owner of the house suits me. But I mean, at this point, whatever you want to call me is fine.
I see.
Lurch it is.
Well, let's see.
Call him whatever you want. Just call him late. Don't call him late for dinner. Or Lurch.
Let's
His
see. Are
name
you the
is Lurch.
Castellan?
Yes, the head butler.
Ah, well, head butler. Because I don't know your name.
Lurch.
I
You're
want
asleep.
I
two
named
roast
them all.
chickens and a bottle of Riesling.
Very well. Do you wish this to your room, or do you wish to eat in the main dining hall?
I'll eat in the main dining hall, and I want some music.
What kind of music would you prefer?
I would like a vocalist, female vocalist singing some soft music accompanied by the harp.
Very well. I'll make sure that's there for you.
Oh, and another person feeding me grapes.
Any preference?
Let's see.
You say that.
Seedless.
Oh, no, I meant the other person feeding you.
Oh.
Is there a reclining couch?
All red hair, pasty white skin.
Oh, you're trying to make up. Hopefully she'll show up.
Yes, exactly.
Hopefully.
Oh boy.
I'll start
Hopefully she'll come
describing
down
Xenia.
the stairway dressed in a white dress, and
Yeah.
just
We will do our best.
they're gonna dress somebody up in a red wig and put powder all over
hope
her
it's
skin
Hans.
to make it go pasty white.
I hope it's
And a
Hans.
bear trapped
And it's
in her
gonna be
mouth.
Hans. Or Franz.
Okay. So you go to the
I
you
will
make your way
pump
to
you
the
up.
dining room.
I
Meanwhile,
will feed you some grapes.
Meanwhile. you get led towards the building that you were originally towards the back building, which is this one here,
Okay.
which you were told was for fighting and
Okay.
training. As you go walking towards it, he stops about 20 feet away from the main entrance and looks towards it, taps his foot twice, and you literally see the ground open up. And there's a tunnel that goes
That's
down
pretty
from there.
funny.
Wait,
This is
I've seen this in a movie before.
This is some Island of Dr. No shit.
And he escorts
I
you
don't
down
know
the
who
tunnel.
you're talking about.
After another 20 minutes of walking through the catacombs,
Oh, good. So Jason's getting comfortable.
he
Good.
he says, "We're here." And you
Thank you
see
very much,
literally
Warfield.
one hallway with cell doors on each side, and they seem to go as far as you can see.
The workings of these cells, are they able to affect us if we across the cells?
Yes, if you go into the cell, you...
Oh, we go into the cell, but if we just pass in front, are
well,
we
no,
safe?
the doors are closed.
Oh, they're solid.
Yeah, they're solid
Outstanding.
iron doors.
Can you tell me who's in which one?
Yes.
Very well.
Which
Is it
one do you want to see first?
the first one we come to, but don't open it if it's not one of my friends, who I will tell you who they are? Or do you not know?
You said that you only had one guest.
There are
so
some
there is
not
no
guests.
other guests with you.
There are some not guests that I
So
may
I'm not
let
sure
out.
who you're speaking
I
of.
see. Some are less useful than others.
Well, yes, that's given for anybody.
Name off the people you're looking for, and he'll take you to those
I am
cells.
personally looking for a sprite named Sifa.
Oh, yeah, she's in the farthest cell.
Is she alone?
In her cell, yes.
Let's go there first.
Okay.
I'll
Very
have to
well.
question her.
And so you guys go walking for another long time. Meanwhile, while you're walking,
Oh, yeah.
Hun betrayed me?
you get there, the chickens are already waiting for
That's what
you.
women do.
As you sit down
They
and
be
start
friends.
eating the chickens, you see a
Constantly.
gorgeous lady with long red
Like
hair
the
come
husband
walking
now.
in.
I know.
Uh-huh.
It's
can
not
feel it.
Xenia. She's got a platter of grapes in her hand,
And she got a plant of grapes in her hand.
and she brings it out and literally starts feeding you grapes.
Is there 5 o'clock shadow on the face?
No 5 o'clock shadow.
But
Flame-
she's got huge
Flame
trucks
red
around.
hair, palish skin.
Does she look like she just
not
got
really
out of her
pasty
workout?
white,
So,
but it is pale.
2 pillows and lots and lots of powder.
No.
Did
It's
she
not
look
Hans
like she
No
just
higher
got
low on
out
this.
of
Oh.
a workout session?
No. She does
Because,
not.
I mean, Hans had the red hair.
Yeah, no. There was another person with red hair on the list, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, Darlin.
And it was a lady.
Yeah, Darlin.
She wasn't a lady when I was through with her.
So,
You didn't get them.
know
You mean
what?
Marie?
It's like,
Darlin.
Marie.
Darlin.
I
No, her name's
tried.
Marie now.
Oh,
Hey, enough. Let
I
the
was,
boy
I was,
talk.
I was,
Yeah, I know.
oh, okay.
She's feeding you grapes. You know.
You know what? I'll go with the flow. It's like, oh well. Might as well wait.
Okay.
I was like,
What do you do after you get done eating?
Don't mind me.
I just been cleared off the table.
so,
No anger there at
you
all,
know
Trevor.
how
None
to-
whatsoever.
play chess?
Oh yes, I know how to play chess.
Let's play some chess.
Sounds great.
Chest or chest?
Chess.
Hey,
Now I just wish I would have brought my
You
chess
still
set.
have the scroll, by the way.
Huh?
You still have the scroll.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay, so you get down to Sifa's door. It's this one.
Outstanding. Would you mind opening it for me, Orfield?
Sure.
Or should I?
He reaches down to his belt, pulls out a big ring of keys,
That was Orfield's, wasn't it?
and slowly opens the cell door. It comes swinging out with a sound like it has never been opened. Ever. Not once in the 20 millennia that it's been there.
yeah, it's been a long time.
Sifa, I'm home.
No response from inside the cell.
Great. I'm gonna
Did I
ask
ever get to roll
Orfield.
to wake up?
I'm gonna ask Orfield to bring her out.
I would love to do that for you, sir. I don't know exactly where in the cell she is.
I don't want to make you do anything
Still
demeaning.
invisible.
She can occasionally make herself not be seen, but she should be.
As all
Felt.
sprites.
You do have gloves on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you wish, I can take them off and pat for her.
That might be preferable. I just have a thing about getting into small cells.
Very well, sir.
It's a long
Takes
story.
his gloves off, his bronze plate gloves, and hands them to you.
Well, thank you, and I'll just put them on for just.
And he
Good luck.
goes into the cell and pats around until he finds Sifa.
About an hour later.
A good 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, he comes back. I tried not to squish her too much.
Thank you very much. she's not as fragile as she might seem.
Right.
And do you happen to have like an extra pouch on your person? Like,
Yes, sir.
may I borrow it? I'll get it back to you.
With one hand, he quickly
I just-
unloops it.
Yeah, and I open it up, and you can deposit her in there for now. I'm
So,
gonna tie and double knot.
He takes his gloves back and puts
Okay.
When I wake up, you're fucking dead.
What, you don't know.
I'm keeping you safe. I could have left you in that cell forever.
keeping it secret, keeping it safe.
You still can, technically. I'm still asleep. But when I wake up, hell hath no fury like that of a sprite scorned.
I'm not scorning you.
Anyway,
No, you are.
No, I'm not
Or
scorning you.
Field Hun betrayed
She
me,
doesn't know about it.
okay.
peeking the
So-
mic.
She doesn't know about it
yeah,
at all.
no mic peaks.
And next, I'd like to visit the. I hope I know all my friends' names.
You can certainly roll to, for your eidetic memory
no.
check.
Who else was in here? You know, there was a dwarf named Ivan.
Oh yeah.
We might-
Next one down.
Let's see. We may as
In
well
fact, he
send.
just goes across the hallway.
We may as well send him to the dining hall to be with Jason, where he can be watched by Jason. I think he'll behave himself.
Very well. I'll call a couple people to
Thank
have
you.
him do that. He looks over and you see a little child step out of the shadows.
One of the pages.
Yep. He goes, "Please send a message to
Hans and Franz.
a couple of my lieutenants and have them go and bring Ivan up to the dining room and make sure that the staff is waiting for them."
And
Very well.
Alcohol.
and also, Paige, what is your
Yes.
name? What is your given name?
Paige?
That is your title.
No, that's my name. And my brother's names.
All of them.
Yes.
Bravo, you said Paige.
Okay. I might have to think of something more suitable than just Paige.
Well, pages. We
Hey, how
all
about
we all
Timmy?
look the same, but our stories are different.
I'll have to
Oh,
look into
Timmy.
that sometime later.
Okay,
I appreciate your help.
not a problem.
Hey, call him Timmy.
And
No,
he
they're
goes-
not about to die.
He goes
Hey.
running down the hallway and vanishes into the shadows.
Good boy. He's quite a good boy. Okay, so
Yes, he's always served me well.
Hey, yes.
let's just I guess go down the line. Who's in this next room?
So the next one down, I don't know his name.
What does he look like?
Frail, blonde.
Frail? Blonde?
What he looks like. Eating all the time.
Frail? Blonde? Blonde? Harry wasn't blonde. This one also needs to go to the dining hall and eat more. Where he'll be watched by Jason.
Very well. I will arrange
You're
that
good
as soon
at
as my
baby
page is done with his.
It's a lot of
Duties.
running for Paige,
Yes.
but
Yes.
I think
I think I'll manage.
he'll get some good exercise from this.
Don't
Of course.
forget the fucking alcohol.
Next door?
The next door down. I don't know the names of the rest of these either.
Okay, what do they look like?
So there is a Drakanoid of the night. There's an Ursinoid. There is.
They get to stay.
a glowing lady.
Blue glowing?
Yes.
She also gets to stay.
There's another lady that is here as well. She looks human.
Okay.
With the sword through her, right?
Is she the one that is amorphous?
No, that's the blue glowing one.
Oh, that's the blue glowing one. We can leave. This is not Xenia Spellbinder.
Oh no.
Her ashes are in the courtyard, aren't they?
No, they've been put into an urn.
You did.
Yes. All that
Outstanding.
die within our.
Good. You have fulfilled my will before I even asked it.
We try.
Next door.
Okay. No, these are all.
That's
of
all?
them that are here. Yeah.
Outstanding. They can stay. They're going to be longtime residents of these cells, I think. Can I bring 2 more in and have them put away in the cells?
Any that you bring in with you have to be guests.
I see.
The rest of these cells are filled with people that were not invited.
These 2 were
These are the ones
not
that you have
invited.
say over.
If somebody else brings 2 in, can we imprison them?
No. Only the people that can be held in these prisons are ones that came uninvited.
I understand. And
Therefore, if you or any of your guests bring someone in, they are invited.
Very well,
By definition.
but a not guest is not invited.
People that enter without an invite.
Get imprisoned.
Correct.
Are there any other prisoners here that were... any others? That
There are
I have not heard
there
of?
are a number of them, but these are the ones you have say over.
Others have say over others. I don't?
Exactly. Previous owners have say over the ones that were imprisoned while they owned the mansion.
I'll have to see... I'll have to look into that a little bit more.
So these
on
are
my
the
own.
ones that you have say over.
For now. And I'll start walking back to the dining hall.
Okay.
Michael, you're gonna need a magic artifact bowl.
No, it's Orfield will do. I think he'll tell me straight.
So he walks you back. As you guys are walking back, you see his page come running up. I've delivered the message, sir. He goes, great. There's another one that needs to go up there as well. The pasty guy, then, Frail.
Oh, he's
Oh,
eating.
right. Yeah, yes,
Harry.
Harry.
That's what we call him. That's not
I
his
thought
name,
his name
though.
was Henry. Harry, yes. I will make sure that gets done as well.
I think Henry might be closer to it.
And he goes running off.
Master.
Jeeves.
It
Prior to
really
Lurch.
doesn't matter. Whatever you wish to call me is fine.
Wow.
As each master
Hmm?
I think he loves
owns
control
the
of this
building, our names shift. I've been called so many things over the centuries.
All right. Well, for now, you are the head butler of the house. I will name you later.
Very well. And how can I help you today, sir?
I'd like to go to the dining hall.
Of course, yes. Three of your guests are there already.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile,
So they now have guest status. Good.
Kwei-Cee, you're sitting there, you're eating the grapes, you're enjoying yourself.
Luxurious.
Going with
life.
the
Hey,
flow.
you're enjoying it yourself.
You see an unconscious Ivan get carried in by the 2 weightlifting servants
Hans and Franz?
as they
Yes.
they
Well,
delicately
not
lay
anymore.
him down in a reclining chair, a duvet.
Delicately, really?
They delicately lay him down.
Oh, duvet. Sorry.
Yeah, a fainting couch.
I was
Thanks!
I was thinking to myself, bidet? What?
And then as they leave, you see 2 more ladies. You see 2 ladies walk in carrying Harry,
Oh, sugar.
who's unconscious
And
as well,
sugar.
and lay him on a duvet. And as they start to walk away, Harry goes, "Oh, food! I'm so hungry." And they stop, look at each other like he spoke, and then they scurry off and come back with a lot of food and just literally trays and trays of food and just start putting it in front of him. And as he reaches a shaking hand,
No. Stop right there.
These are mine.
Don't you dare.
who do you say that to?
To the ladies about to feed him.
They,
Oh, because
they
he's
look at
just
you
waking up and they're
confused.
about to stuff him. He's gonna choke.
What? Why, sir?
Because he needs to be weaned off his addiction to food.
He's gonna die.
He's skin and bones.
Feed him some yogurt first.
Ew.
Very well. And one of them
It's
walks
easy
off
to
and
digest.
comes back
Don't
Oh.
wake
with
anyone
yogurt
up.
Huh?
and starts feeding him some yogurt.
I was like, Nothing solid. He is on a liquid diet right now.
Hey, you like it
Until he
squishy,
is
eh?
conscious. And
Dr. Kruger.
First name Freddy.
The doctor
No,
is
first name,
in.
Jason.
Last name Kruger.
He wear a hockey mask too.
No,
no.
but he does have a hat.
And claws.
Aye.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's not gonna be fed anything solid
Yeah,
until like
yeah. So they go by your commands, and
yeah.
you come walking into the room.
Outstanding.
You see Harry being fed yogurt, spoon-fed, by two ladies, each one like taking turns before they put a spoon in his mouth.
Hey, can I wake
How
up yet?
big is the table, or
Not yet.
is this just
You suck.
couches? Is this like a lounge area?
Yeah,
in the
they're
dining
they're
hall?
on like
I'll see.
duvets, fainting couches.
Okay, all individually.
And Ivan's on one, and you see Jason on one being fed.
Okay,
Grapes.
so
And there's
Do
no
we-
tiny duvet.
No, there's no tiny duvet.
do we want
Of course not. I'm in a bag.
For now. I wasn't gonna leave you in a bag. I wasn't just gonna put you in the pile of grapes.
So Michael, do we want Ivan awake?
I mean, you can let him sleep it off. You can let them all sleep it off.
All right.
I don't know when this ends.
I don't
We're
either.
going to need.
They need their good rest.
We're gonna.
You probably had
need
too much fun
a
last night.
Aye.
You need to rest that off.
Gallon
No.
pot filled with
Whiskey.
beer.
The smell of the warming beer will wake Ivan up.
No, we're gonna dunk his head in the beer.
Aye.
Okay.
Volume.
Anything else?
Stage yell.
I'm not getting,
Hi.
I'm not getting loud yet.
You know what?
Keep it at like a 1.
If I need something,
A
I'll
little
think of
roar?
it.
Low roar.
You've done a great job, by the way. Thank you very much.
Oh, of course. I'll go bring that for you. And she goes off and comes back with the beer.
All right, here goes nothing.
Oh,
Now this whole
dunking
time
it
you're
in
keeping
it?
Sifa
Yeah.
in.
No,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going
her in the
to.
sack.
Is there like a comfortable place?
There's tables.
That's
There's
not.
a pot of beer.
There's a
That's
pot
not
of
comfortable
beer they're
enough at
dunking
all.
his head into.
I'm gonna go
if I
to an
were
empty
thinking-
duvet, give her her own full duvet,
Oh, okay.
and untie the double knot, and just like lay it open and turn it inside out so she kind of just lands in
Tumbles
some
out.
way. I don't know. No,
Rolls
very
out.
carefully.
I
Like
mean, you
Is that
can't really see.
Sifa?
I can't. I don't know what orientation she'd be in. She could
Yeah.
be like head on the ground with butt in the air. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Is-
So you see him. You see him take this pouch,
Nice and careful.
untie it, and carefully turn it inside out onto a duvet of its own.
I hope that wasn't
You
a
see
pouch of
nothing
holding.
come out of it.
A handkerchief.
I really hope that wasn't a pouch
No,
of
no,
holding.
no. It's a regular duvet. He walks over and gently flips it inside out.
I
And
rolled
can
a
I-
14
Oh,
for
wait a minute,
posture.
wait a
Can I feel like to make sure something came out?
Hey, he's gonna feel something.
Yeah. You can. I mean, yeah, you can feel her.
So-
She's there.
I think it's the first time I've actually felt Sifa.
Almost like a little squishy toy the dog uses.
So
Great,
Ferris, can I try something before you do anything
You
else?
I'm not waking
Better.
anyone up. You do your thing, Jason. You relax. And I'm going to go over to the head butler, and I'm going to give him his pouch back and say, "Thank you, Orfield."
So you walk over to the head butler.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
I'm sorry, to the guard.
No,
to
the
Captain
guard
Guard.
didn't come into the house.
I'll give him to the head butler
Yeah.
and say,
Not a fairy.
Please return this to Orfield when you have a
God
chance.
fucking
Of course, I
Or
will
have it
make sure
returned.
it's done right. Page, and you see
John,
one of the children step forward, and as he hands it to him, the page nods at you, waves, and vanishes into the shadows.
Thank you,
do I
Paige.
get any response from the scroll?
Yes, laughter. A lot of laughter. and you hear, Tink! Oh, Tink! Tink! I do believe in fairies, Tink!
I do believe. I do believe. I do believe.
Oh no. Okay. And then to the head butler. How big is this room, John? Like this dining hall?
Huge.
Is there an Open
fit 100
space.
guests.
They can fit
About-
100 guests easily with elbow
Okay.
room.
And like the main table, how long is that?
It'll fit 100 guests around it.
Outstanding.
It's huge.
And to the head butler, just ask him, may I have a change made to the room?
Depends on what you want done.
It shouldn't be too complicated. At the head of the table, about a dozen feet from the head chair, I'd like a. Oh, I see. I guess that's partially my fault. I'd like a set of stairs, 12 steps, going up to a pedestal with a throne. On the 6th stair, I'd like the 6th stair extra long for a second chair on this side. I point to what would be the left side if you're looking down. And then a wooden chair at the base on the right side.
Very well. It'll take a little while for us
That's
to
fine.
do this, probably about an hour, but we should
Oh,
be able
an
to.
hour, that's
to arrange
perfect.
this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, somebody's holding themselves.
Now, before we can do anything else, I do need to ask a few people to leave the room.
Okay, who?
I need Michael, Trevor, and Kwei-Cee
Oh, that's curious.
to leave the room briefly.
Oh, it's Dreams of Beer, is it? Oh, it's Dreams of Beer. Lovely.
And I need to do some role play with
With the inside of Ivan's mind.
Ivan. So we're going to go to a logo and a brief pause while people are making their way out of the room.
sight.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. Technical things being what they are. This is we're going to try to wrap tonight's session up with just a little one-on-one with George and I. His character was put to sleep by the dragon.
You
and
rotten
has been
bastard.
having dreams. So that's what this is going to be. Is that dream sequence?
It's dream time with Ivan.
So, Ivan, as you stare into the glowing eyes unwillingly, the world around you seems to fade away. Screams and nightmares.
Oh, so
The
his
deepest
normal dreams.
recesses of your mind come pulling forward. You see a cave. You hear
That's dirty pool.
you hear people moving around on the other side of the walls. You can feel the stifling heat and broil.
That's
and
dirty
burning
pool there,
up
man.
More and more. What do you do?
He lets it go.
What do you mean?
He just lets the cave in keep going.
Okay, and so as the cave-in starts to happen and the rocks heat up, you hear the screams, and you hear one of the soldiers on the other side of the wall. Where's Ivan?
I'm right here, you rotten bastard!
Where's Ivan? Hands try pushing towards you through the rock. You can actually see the hotter parts of where they're pushing on the rock itself, the outlines of the hands.
He just sits and watches.
As everything gets darker and darker, and water whisks over you several times and pulls you out of it. You come to and you're laying on a shore. Sand as far as you can see. And the waters of the lake tugging at your boots.
He sits up and looks around.
As you look around, the bright sun is hurting your eyes. You can still hear the screams in the back of your head.
Full uniform or not?
Yeah, you're in full camo. In fact, it looks like Afghanistan.
He pulls his cover down.
Okay. What do you do?
Keeps looking around.
Are you going to do anything at all other than look around while you're stranded on the beach in Afghanistan?
Well, until he gets his bearing, he's just gonna look around.
Okay, so it takes what seems like an hour for you to figure out exactly where you are. You're about 10 clicks north of the cave that you and your men were at when the cave-in happened.
Okay.
When all of them burned to death in the cave.
So he checks his person, see what else he has on him.
You've got your M16. You have your survival knife. And your uniform. And that's it. You don't have any of your LBE, you don't have any of your gear. That's it. That's all you have. Nope.
Okay. So he starts heading away from the cave.
Back towards base.
Yep.
So as you come walking into the base, it takes you, by the way, another several hours for you to make your way. By the time you're there, you're parched, you're thirsty, you can barely breathe. The dirt, though you used your shirt to keep out as much of it as you can, the dirt still managed to get down your throat and into your lungs, coughing up blood literally as you're walking in. Memories from what really happened meld with what you're seeing. You see the tents, you see paramedics rushing to you, you see your commander looking in shock, dropping his clipboard as he sees you walking up. And you hear him yelling, you just can't quite make out what they're all saying. It's almost like everything is so far away that you can just see their lips move. You can't hear anything, just the blood beating in your ears and the screams of your soldiers.
Okay.
Is all you can hear.
So he pushes on until he can't walk anymore, stumbles and falls.
Okay, so as you collapse, one of the corpsmen grabs you, pulls you into a tent, rushes you. You see a cot spread out, and they veer you away from it and start pushing you face first into a large bucket of beer. repeatedly dunking your head down until you can't breathe and pulling your head back up. And it's very, very warm, bad American beer as they shove your head back into it and pull your head back out.
He drinks up what he can.
And then your eyes slowly clear from the sand and the dirt. And you see Jason dunking your head back into the beer. And the fragments of dreams and reality take time to unwind and break apart until eventually you realize where you are. You're not in Afghanistan. You don't hear your men dying. You're completely topless. And
Does he have his weapon he had on him?
no, you don't have your swords. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Okay.
So, to all of our viewers, thank you for tuning in and watching. Thank you for putting up with our many breaks and our issues that we may have had. Also, I do want to put a great shout out to Endearing Films. Again, they're making all of this wonderful things happen for us, and I couldn't be any happier with everything. So Endearing Films, thank you, Rafa, Chuck, Mario. Happy late birthday. I know that was yesterday, and I know you're recovering, so hopefully if you're watching this at home, happy birthday. If not, you'll see it on the repeat, I'm sure. I want to thank everyone else that was here. They're all going to be a little cross with me, but that's fine. We'll start next session off with Trevor and I doing a one-on-one of what Sifa was seeing while she was out. So again, thank you for tuning in. Catch us on YouTube. Again, it's House of Harrison Presents on YouTube for exclusive content, and see you Sunday.